we're not too late.
I gotta put on my hat.
Put your hat on. I'm gonna play the music.
I am but a fool.
You're but a fool.
Yeah, stupid Titans.
And we're live. We got the drinks starting to get mixed and flowing here. I think we're going to have some tequila, some rum, and some Dr. Pepper today. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? You can see Ken and Brian out there mixing the drinks.
Fantasy decisions. But it's a little late for some of us because some of us already started Trey Benson last night.
Both you guys forgot to make your picks on Thursday.
I'm fine with it, actually.
I did that in one league too.
I was worried about.
I expected much more.
What's up, everybody? Here I am.
Yeah,
I was worried about Kamara, so I wasn't going to play Kamara this weekend.
How'd he do?
Huh?
How did he end up doing?
Oh, I don't know yet. I'm talking about playing Trey Benson last night.
Oh,
for
week
week 4,
Oh, I see
this
what you're
upcoming
saying.
week.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Kamara is playing
At Buffalo.
Buffalo. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, should we just get right into it? I got some things to say.
Okay. Go
All
for
right.
it.
Yeah,
So,
you should lead us off. Definitely.
I'll get started with my Homer Minute. I think the Rams really lost that game by 1 point. Like, the final score wasn't an accurate representation of how that game went down. And I know and you guys probably remember at the beginning of the season, I had mentioned that, like, it was kind of nice to see the Rams score touchdowns in the red zone because they struggle with that. Something I've been watching over the years, and then they went right back to that struggle of not being able to score in the red zone, right? And then I even seen the stat pop up on the screen that the red zone touchdown rank was 21%, right? So it's not something they do. The kickers scored 15 points, and that was with 2 blocked punts, right? Or not punts, field goals. He should have had like 21 points at the end of that.
Fantasy-wise, it would have been like 27, 28.
Well, there you go.
Count for like 40-yarders and 50-yarders.
So I ended up picking him up because I just know the Rams struggle in the red zone. They always have.
Okay, so hold on. I think that's going to get better.
I think so too.
So what I've been seeing a lot
they're
of
taking
is
too long.
Stafford and Devontae Adams are just a little off. They're so close though. And
There was a lot of that.
There's a lot of end zone shots to Devontae Adams that aren't working out right now that I think are going to work later. And so, like, I'm really excited to have Adams on my team. And it was a rough beat in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it was a great game. It was a great game, and we looked like geniuses for the first 3 quarters of that game.
Yeah, we did, and then they just kind of shifted gears and tried something different.
And you know what? Kudos to them for being able to do it. I was surprised. I was honestly, I was surprised that they were able to do it. But it was cool because it was like, someone on the sideline probably had told AJ Brown, all right, light it up, and he was like.
Yeah, I felt it was more like,
yes, sir.
I'm finally getting the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna show them why they should have
exactly
given me the ball the whole damn time.
Yeah, like Terminator Activate.
Oh, dude,
is
he
kind
definitely
of what it
flipped
felt like
switch
happened.
And
yeah, it's awesome. Yeah,
So
he is a really fun player to watch when he's on. And playing against the Cowboys.
And there's this moment that I caught watching it. And I'm going to share it with everybody. Hopefully I don't get blocked. But there's this moment, and I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna put it up right here. I don't know if you can see it, Brian. Ken, you should be able to see it. Where this is the second block, and I was like, "Shit, they're going to do it again," right? And it was when Davis leaned into Carter, and I'll put it up right now so you can see it. It was when Davis leaned into Carter. And he said something to him, right? And I was like, "Oh shit, there's a tell here."
Right.
There's a tell, and I'll just play it in slow motion. You'll see it. They're getting ready, and he leans in and he tells them something. like that looked like a sneaky like moment, like hey, like get ready for it, it's gonna happen, or something, whatever was said right there.
It's on.
They had something planned.
There was something there. And that moment when I saw it, I was like, oh no, it's gonna happen again.
So you saw it in real time?
Yeah, when I saw it in real time.
Wow.
And that's why I went back to this. Like, I don't know if anybody's talking about this. Like, again, I've been gone all week. I haven't looked.
I hadn't heard anything. So
Yeah, so maybe you guys will see it here first. But yeah, in that moment, I was like, like I kind of like
I
I
haven't
felt
heard
the deflation.
anybody talk about something specific that they figured out about the offensive line. And I do remember. I remember last year when it seemed like the Chiefs just couldn't lose, and they were going to
All the
lose.
close games
They were
were
going to
there.
lose in Denver, I think it was, and then they blocked that field goal. And then when they blocked that field goal, there was like something they had figured out about. Somebody was able to break down that they had done it to them before in other situations, and so they knew the tendencies of their offensive line in their field goal setup, and were confident they could block the kick, which is not something that like you often hear.
Right.
So
There was a lot of block
so it
kicks
is
this
so that
weekend.
is interesting to me.
Couple of
Yeah. So go back, watch it. It took me a while to find the right clip because I had to find like the broadcast of it because that's how I saw it. I saw it in the broadcast because everything else, all the highlights I was looking at, like
Everything is
what-
condensed, cuts it out.
yeah, or
Yeah.
you know, some other point of view of some kind. Yo, Bezzy. But that's it for my Homer minute. We got the Colts coming up. I haven't really got a chance to really focus and zero in on the Colts' defense this year, but I do believe I picked them. There was something I saw. I think I picked them and Jacksonville. I think I feel different about both those teams this year. A little bit more different than other people. That I think I picked something out. Of
Indy and
those.
Jacksonville?
And my picks, as far as my pick'ems go, more Jacksonville than Indy. I'm a little bit.
Really?
Indy's a little bit more mysterious to me. But yeah, so we do have Indy coming up. Obviously, I'm going to pick the Rams. I want to see that script get flipped in the red zone, though. Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's it for my Homer minute.
And this is going to be a big test for you guys this
Mm-hmm.
week. Like Indy, like they've been playing lights out, especially their offense.
Yeah.
No.
Has
That's
been
funny.
very, very impressive. So
I didn't get my pick in yesterday. I thought I did. I thought I picked
told
it
you.
already.
no, something happened because I got my pick in. I know it because on before the game, I went, well, at least I'll get it in this week. And I put my picks in.
Okay, so-
and I look at it today, and it was blank, and I didn't get it right. I was like, no, this is BS.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's weird.
So I'm glad that you're
'cause-
having problems too, because I was like, they're never going to believe me.
because there's no way I would.
They're not going to believe that I didn't do
Arizona.
it this week after I did it the previous week. You know.
You know, when now that you say that, you know, I mean, I could just like run away with this and be like, like I got a one score up on you guys, but I felt like I know shit felt like I had to pick it twice this
Did it?
week.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, and just because me being me, I'm paranoid. I'm like, I'm gonna go
So
like
you're double
I already
checking.
picked, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
go double check
Check it.
because I don't want to be that guy. And then I was like, oh fuck, I didn't pick. Oh, good thing I double checked this. You know, but I think
Interesting.
alongside
like
with
right
you,
before the game.
huh?
You checked right before the game.
No, it was like a day or two before the game.
Okay, so weird.
Something's going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
We'll see
okay.
if anybody else in the league reports anything too. We'll keep an eye
I
on
wonder
that.
if it's just that we both like picked it before. I wonder if it's like a week reset thing. Like you have to,
Well, I
after.
picked this week. I picked on like Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh, then I don't.
So just out of curiosity, did you say Seahawks? Did you think Seahawks were going to
I
win?
was for sure Seahawks.
We
That
did
was-
it before. We did it on air.
What I said,
We
said
picked-
if Cardinals do not win, I'm picking Seahawks. I remember saying
Right.
that. I made that
and,
statement.
And I was just, I'm Seahawks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was. I remember saying I think I made it. No, that was the Dolphins. I made a joke about the week before. But yeah, I was definitely not going to pick the Cardinals, even if they had managed to win.
The way
against
they've
the
been playing.
49ers.
Yeah.
They look so bad, and that game last night was horrible.
Although
Cardinals
I got-
and Frisco looked bad that game.
for sure, there's reasons.
They're missing so many guys.
But
though.
I gotta say, did you guys see Marvin Harrison? Like
Yeah, last
holy
night?
crap! Like he made 3 or 4 catches in that game, and that were big boy catches, that were NFL only the best can make. There's one over the shoulder, just like reached out and caught, just barely caught it by his fingertips. there was 2 or 3 of those catches where I was like, "Whoo!" Maybe
The touchdown
something clicked. Like holy crap, this is what everybody has been wanting to see out of Harrison. So if we keep seeing that, like I think Harrison owners will be very happy. I'm not one of them, so it won't be me. But I will say that this week I went, oh, that was impressive.
So I took him in round 2 of my redraft of that half PPR Dynasty League. And we reorganized. I think we have 8 of the original 12 owners, something like that, and we redrafted. And so I have him and Neighbors on the same team, and that feels pretty good.
Feels good. Yep.
Yeah, and so it was really good to see that last night. Really good to see that last night. It felt amazing, because I've been questioning whether or not I should try and use the value that he's still perceived to have. And
you were literally at the point where like, why am I even like? Why do I perceive this in him anymore? It's like it was getting to the point where you're just like, time to give up.
that's what exactly.
And then last night happened. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I wonder if everybody saw
But
that, because
also,
I certainly saw something different.
I still worry about Kyler though.
Oh, for sure. Like Kyler is a constant
And,
worry.
I saw this video of Kyler highlights, and just from throughout his years,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not sure his arm is as strong as it was when he came into the league. And he used to be able to make some throws that I'm not sure he's able to make anymore. And so he really needs to figure some stuff out. And he needs to play better quarterback. Because you look at how long he's been in the league. This is year 7, right?
Well, and this has been the story the whole 7 years.
And
is he working hard enough? Early on, it was always he does nothing but play video games.
but look at the maturation of Lamar Jackson,
impressive.
and then look at Kyler.
Yeah, it's almost a reverse.
Yeah,
and that's unfair. Like it's like Kyler has stayed stagnant. He hasn't gotten better. Where Lamar just gets better every year.
yeah.
Like he
Lamar, I was looking at his game log. He's got over 30 points every week this week. And I've had him on my team before, and it was like
Up and down. Yeah.
and I love that they're 1-2, and they could be 1-3 after this week because they have another tough opponent. But just like crazy. Like they've been playing so well, scoring so many points.
So,
but yet
the up
just
and
the
down
quality
part
of teams they've been
used
playing.
to be his. The up and down part used to be his passing, and it was that. I think for probably the first 4 or 5 years of Lamar's career, he averaged less than 200 yards per game passing, and he would accumulate 35 plus touchdowns, but only about 20 of them would be through the air, and so that would be the difficulty. Would be like if he didn't have a good day on the ground, 80 yards and a touchdown, where he's basically a running back, then he wouldn't give you a great game as a quarterback. And now you look at, for instance, they lost these games, but you look at the game against the Bills and you look at the game against the Lions, and they were able to bottle him up, and he still beat them through the air. And that was something that he used to not be able to do. Like if you would take his running game away from him, he would struggle in the pocket to make plays. And now he doesn't. He'll light you up now. And he's always had a cannon arm, but unlike, say, Cam Newton, he was able to harness it. And now he also throws with touch. And he just almost every pass that comes out of his arm is just beautiful.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that they have a losing record.
It's crazy.
It's just,
I
watch
think
the football they played. And it's
spoiler
just like,
alert!
wow,
I think
really?
that'll get rectified this weekend.
I'm gonna bet against them just for the funsies.
Because they've
Go KC.
Because they've got a little extra motivation having lost so many times consecutively in
so does
Arrowhead.
KC, yeah.
Well,
Like KC's never started like this either. Like
but they also know that like they're a savvy team, right? And it doesn't make sense to die on a hill in September when you know that your team, like Worthy, is supposed to play in like a shoulder brace or something like that.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
You're still a couple
there,
weeks
yeah.
away from, like, I think Rashee Rice was able to practice with the team this week. or not practice. No, not practice with the team. He's able to be in the building, but not go to meetings and not go to practice, which is weird. So he can work out with the guys. But he's back. He's getting closer, you know. So it's like, remember the program? It's like that the dude who was what's his face, who got suspended for drugs, and then but he was back in a couple weeks, and then it's like all right, we're getting close. Yeah, so they're gonna get all their guys, and I think they're gonna go on a run.
But they have to have a decent record to get there.
No, they don't.
I mean, you can tell by the urgency that Mahomes is playing.
So here's the thing: is about all those statistics that are compiled over the last 35 years that say that only like 1 out of every 7 teams that starts 1-3 or worse makes the playoffs.
Yeah,
most of those teams don't have 3 Super Bowls and the same quarterback and mostly the same roster, under their belt. I think they're going to be okay. I think it's more important for Baltimore to win this game than it is for Kansas City.
God, I hope KC wins.
I just do.
That'd be so great.
I don't care one way or another. I'm hoping for a good game.
I care.
Oh, you do. You do. Yes.
I do.
But I
want them to lose.
What I also think, before I get into my Homer Minute real quick, which is a sad one, is that it really looks like the other teams in the AFC West have caught the Chiefs. Like the Chargers look like the class of the division right now.
Mm-hmm.
The way that they were able to play while down against the Broncos, and after suffering the injury to Najee, just impressive. Like the team looks tough. They look good, really, really, really good. And Justin Herbert's playing on another level right now. Like he's playing like Joe Burrow did last year.
Yeah,
that's really fun to watch. And then, and Denver's good too.
Oh, dude, they are.
Denver's so good too.
Bo Nix has to turn the corner here.
But I agree.
He has not been playing.
I agree,
well.
But the rest of the roster,
but the team is playing well.
Like Nick Bonito. Oh my God, he's so much fun to watch.
Wait, who's that?
He's the the edge rusher.
Okay.
I think he's number 15, and he was all over Herbert all day. Like that guy's something else. And they locked him up quietly. I'm pretty sure. Like I'm pretty sure he got a deal to stay like 4 or 5 years, and it's not like top of the market. But when you watch him play, you're like, I would pay for this guy.
At work, a bunch of the girls got together and they created their own fantasy football league for the first time. Like hardly any of them have ever played before.
Nice,
like it's all freaking brand new. So they're constantly coming for advice and stuff, right? So one comes to me, she's like, "Who should I pick up on the waiver wire?" And Justin Herbert's on the waiver wire. I'm like, him now, quick. Like, but I have 2 quarterbacks. I don't just pick him up. Just pick him up.
Just trust me. You must trust me.
Yeah, funny. All right, so Homer Minute, go for it, buddy.
Yeah, that was a big segue.
I want to give them a break, because it's similar to the Chiefs, how they started their season, and they had a huge game plan that was centered around Xavier Worthy, and then he gets his shoulder busted.
I see you, Slapsky,
on the first drive.
I don't see a question though. I just see that you're showing me. So
what's up, dude? I will stop talking when he has a question ready.
So I don't see a question.
Is he bragging? Is
he
humble bragging over there?
So we got
a roster.
Yeah, so he's saying he traded Bowers and Chase Brown to get Jonte and Igbuka.
Hold on.
And then he's
great. Is this a grade to trade?
I'm not sure. And his roster below is a 12-man, half PPR, 2 flex, can be tight end. Caleb Williams, Jonte, Pollard, Odonze, JSN, Juwan Johnson, Igbuka, Golden,
just
Packers kicker, Packers D.
So
bench is May, Ridley, Downs, Tootin.
I'm
Bill,
biased. You're
CD.
asking the wrong person. I love Igbuka.
Right.
Like I would.
Well, and he's on.
I would
fire
trade.
right
like I would trade just about anything to get him in Dynasty right now. Because I didn't have. I was not worried about first rounders this year because it was like Janty or bust.
Right.
Genty. All right.
And we're talking Dynasty.
It's all mad
for a
about
second.
it. I mispronounced it. He's all mad about it.
And I'll be quick. So I wish that I had a late first round draft pick, like the number 8 in every every single draft this year, and I would have just taken Ibuka if I could go back in
Gotcha.
time. And I was looking at. I never do this too. It's funny. I always just go to the trade calculators on Keep Trade Cut. I don't know if you're familiar with Keep Trade Cut.
No.
No? Okay.
No. I just as a
Okay.
segment on.
You should type that into your
one of
phone
the
right
other
now.
shows.
Like keeptradecut.com. It's only for Dynasty. It's not for redraft. But they give values to players. And this is based mostly on them polling everybody who goes to the website on players. And I'm sorry I took so long to say this, but Ibuka is now on their website like the number 12 overall player. As in, if
Yeah.
you are in a Dynasty startup, you want like the number 10, 11, 12
Okay,
picks
so-
so you can take Ibuka with your first or your second pick. Like that's how early you want to take this guy in Dynasty. That's how much of a rocket ship
That's
he is
crazy.
right now.
That's
I don't think it's crazy.
Anyways, what else does he have to say?
So the question is, looking at the roster, who are you starting in the flex 2 spot?
Oh, oh boy.
Oh man, you've got good problems,
on.
sir. Like I can't even see who we're deciding between, and
He
just
says-
like going down the roster, I'm like, man, you've got.
Man.
His-
you've got
and
an
the flex
all-star
can be a
roster
tight
for
end.
Sure.
He's got Williams, Genty, Pollard,
How many
Odonze,
positions does he start?
12 man,
No,
half
it's
PPR.
12. It's 12 teams. It's half PPR.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
scoring
Yeah.
format. And then how many? And he asked about the second flex. So I'm guessing there's 2 flex spots. But what is that? Does that mean is it 2 wide receivers, 2 flexes? Is it 3 wide receivers, 2 flexes? Is it what are we talking
Gotcha,
about?
yeah. I hear what you're saying.
Like if you could break that down to like start 2 out of these 4 or something like
Right.
that.
Probably be a little.
If you
more
could do that,
useful.
we could do that.
But impressive squad, no matter what. Like this, I feel like you're humble bragging here with your squad because it sounds very.
And
nice.
the trade too, killed it on the trade.
Oh,
I
you
thought.
definitely killed it
Yeah.
on the trade, man. Like very impressive.
So watching the Raiders so far, the most interesting thing about them isn't that they're not giving Janty the ball 25 times a game. It's the Geno doesn't seem to be like hyper targeting Bowers. And
Yeah, he hasn't been getting the
One
expected
quarterback.
numbers. Okay.
2 running backs,
Uh-huh.
2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 2 flex.
And 2 flex. Okay.
And I would imagine in kicker and
I love
defense
the
and all that
I love
stuff.
the 2 flex. Well, a lot of those leagues they go 2 flex rather than have a kicker or defense,
Gotcha.
which I kind of enjoy. Is this a redraft or is it a dynasty?
I would start Downs and Golden in the flex.
Ooh, over who?
Over Tootin, Juwan Jennings,
Might be helpful if you just pull the chat up on your phone too.
Bill.
Or your
Bill Crosby.
It's redraft.
Right. Yeah, so I would looking at you're starting Ibuka and JSN. Oh, I'm sorry, he has Odunze too. So yeah, you're starting Odunze, JSN, and Ibuka, and then I would probably start Golden.
So now we're choosing between Golden and
Downs.
Downs, which
And
is,
like
yeah.
Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt and Bayshell Tootin are the other options.
Downs doesn't seem to have found his way in this offense yet. I'm not saying he's a horrible receiver. You've always had more confidence in him than I have. But he hasn't found his way in this offense, or maybe
They haven't
just
needed him
Jones. Yeah, well, and maybe Jones.
Yeah,
just
they
doesn't-
haven't. So they haven't been behind in a way where they're trying to.
Well, they keep scoring, man. They've been so impressive.
been really. Jonathan Taylor's been on like
He's so
he's
good.
been in beast mode.
I'm glad I have him on so many
have
teams.
I have him in that same league where I have Harrison.
Where you? Oh, Harrison.
Yeah,
Nice.
and yeah.
And you were saying, another big receiver with it. You had another big receiver in
Neighbors.
there too. Neighbors. Yeah.
I have other ones
love
too.
those.
Like I have Coleman and Worthy, and I really like Io Manor. I'm a big fan of Io Manor.
He looks like a big play guy, though. You know, I mean, which is cool, but he's not gonna. He doesn't look like he's gonna be reliable.
He's a talented dude. I like him a lot.
Okay. Well, like we'll wait and see. We've only seen a little bit of him.
He's a guy that, like, if I could, like I said, if I could go back in time in all my dynasty drafts and draft Ibuka, I would. I would also draft Iomanner in round 3 because he was there in every single, like, he got to every single end of round 3, every draft that I was in. There was like one person in one league that I'm in that drafted him at the end of round 5 of a draft that had 5 rounds. Anyway, I think that kid's going to be good. I think that's why we've already forgotten about Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Ridley is forgettable. But
and-
hey, love the team, man, and
Yeah.
I hope you got something out of our advice there. Hopefully, Golden goes off this week.
Golden, yeah.
Yeah,
I've been seeing a lot of stuff.
It's a good matchup for
about
him,
people
like
being
things-
excited with Golden. What I saw on tape against the Browns last week, he stumbled a few times, and I'm hoping that he has a better game this week. I'm not really hoping, I should say, but I'm expecting that he has a better game this week, because going deep against the Cowboys has been very successful.
It feels like the Cleveland and Green Bay defenses are going to trip up a lot of teams this year. Oh yeah. What was the bet?
It was the Colts, man. I thought the Titans were going to cover that game.
Oh yeah. See, the Colts have been playing well. I'm really on that bandwagon.
The Titans beat themselves a lot. So I
They
don't
are
I
the
don't
Titans.
I don't right. They're young. They're
Yeah,
still
no,
young.
I agree.
I don't think the Colts defense is very good, which is why the game I am most excited about, like fantasy football wise, this weekend is Colts Rams. I think that game is going to be really, really good.
It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah. And then it's going to be like 13-7. It'll be terrible. Like they both
How
showed.
it works,
I
man.
feel like
It's the NFL.
and I might have just missed it because I'm like juggling things. But what was it you were disappointed about in the Cowboys this week?
Everything.
'Cause I feel like we
we
segued hard
we
there.
did get away from there. I was just going to say I wanted to give him a break because CeeDee got hurt.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
they also lined him up in the backfield, and he got hurt as a running back.
Oh well, I'm kind of glad I didn't win that.
I bet
auction.
that doesn't happen again.
All right, Brian. What about them Steelers?
Oh, it's funny. We
How
won this
about
week.
them
We won this week.
It must
We
not
had-
feel like it,
we had
though.
4 turnovers. It was terrifying. Like that Pittsburgh defense is not what it's supposed to be. Now we have 4 starters out. They're not the big name starters, but there are 4 starters out, so that is going to affect any defense. That's kind of where I'm putting all my hope right now. Because if that's our defense, just kind of play mediocre and hope to get some takeaways, that's not going to get us real far. You know what I mean? That's not going to get us where we want to go. So I'm thrilled that we got the win, but just wish we had been a little bit more dominant in the way we did it. The way we did it felt lucky, and that's not how I want to be winning games. You know what I mean? Especially against mediocre teams. These are teams that if we're good, we should be smashing these teams.
Yeah,
and
teams that should be picking in the
instead,
top 10.
We're getting lucky,
Which is what the
against them.
Patriots are. The Patriots are, there's fun pieces on their team, but they are a team that should be picking in the top 10.
They're 8-9, 9-8 team. That's the way I look.
I don't think they're even that good.
Yeah,
The
okay.
Patriots? No.
Yeah, I figured they're at 8 win.
I think if
was
they
betting,
win
that's
8
what
or
I'd
9
put as the
games,
8
it's a
win.
huge victory for their franchise.
They're happy with it, huh?
Yeah.
I see Drake May taking strides. You know what I mean?
No, he
he's
looks
looking
really
better and
good.
better, so.
He does.
Uh,
But
I-
they're
I feel
they're a
like they're
young
gonna get
team.
some
They don't
wins
have all the
and-
weapons they need yet, and their defense isn't whole yet.
That's true.
They might get Christian Gonzalez back this week, so that'd be good. But
And Sunday, you guys have the 6:30 game.
Yes, we're getting up early. They are playing in
The Vikings.
That is in Dublin, right?
no, it's Ireland.
And that in
No, I'm sorry. I don't know why. I thought you said what is the main city in that they play in Germany? It's I don't know.
Last year, where did they play?
Yeah, I don't know. You said Dublin, and my brain just heard like the
Ha! He's wrong.
yeah.
Oh,
But
wait,
no,
no, he's not.
No, he's absolutely right. Ireland, Dublin, Ireland. Yes.
Dude, I had such a. Wait, what?
Berlin.
That is
Bezzy
in
says Berlin.
Berlin, yes. I think it's. I think.
Thanks for the help, Bezzy.
I think there might be 2 cities in Germany that they're playing in
yes.
now. They might also be playing Munich. That's the other.
Oh,
one.
okay.
But yeah, I don't. You said Dublin, and I think I heard Munich. And
Anyway, so we are going to Ireland, and we're going to face the Vikings, who, God dang, that defense looks so good. I was
Isaiah Rogers, baby.
I was
IDP.
Oh, dude.
IDP hero. If anybody,
As a
IDP is an
defensive
individual defensive player.
As a defensive player to get 2 touchdowns and
had
another punch out. I mean, that is so impressive. I
Unbelievable.
can't remember.
That's
a
like
player getting
that
Like,
would be like that game that Achan had when he was a rookie. When he scored like I've looked back at it, it's like it was 56 points. He scored.
And I was telling Ken on the way in that in one of my leagues, it's kind of a crazy league, but still, that defense, the Minnesota defense, scored 66 points against me. I was just like, holy crap.
He has a weird yardage league.
Yeah, and I lost by 1 point, by the way, which really made it hurt. So that was cool. That was cool.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
So yeah, very worried about the game this week. That defense is incredible. I do like the fact that Aaron Rodgers is back there.
He's
He
familiar
knows
with
how to
him.
handle this stuff. He knows how to handle B-flow. So yeah, like I'm actually glad that Aaron Rodgers is back there. But even with Aaron Rodgers back there, I'm looking at 17, 21 points is what we're hoping to get. So now we need our defense to step up. And yeah, we'll see. We've got Carson Wentz back there. He hates the pressure. We can apply some pressure. So I mean, I'm picking my team. I feel good. I think we can and should win this game, but I'm worried. I will say that.
So yeah, Bezzy watching his game, and I don't know why, Bezzy. I always keep an eye on your game for some reason, your matchup. And he was saying that Mark Andrews was the savior last week, and yeah, it certainly was. I mean, you won that by a fraction of a point.
I forgot to ask you about that on the way over. Sorry, we're gonna go on a little tangent here. In our league, there was a crazy match that was decided by half a point. And that, and on his team, he had Mark Andrews and hold on, I'm gonna pull this up. So I don't misspeak about any of it because it was too good. It was really too good. I shared it on social media because it was.
I'm always rooting for
so
Bezzy
close.
unless he's
So,
playing against me. And I'm like, oh,
it
now
was
you do good.
0.7 points exactly was the final difference, and he had Mark Andrews, and he had Jesse Bates, the Detroit kicker.
Oh, okay. I was like,
And so, in that Monday night game, the Lions are winning the game, and David Montgomery busts loose for like a 40-yard touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
I do.
Okay. If David Montgomery just goes down at the 1 and they kneel down and kick a field goal and win the game from there, he loses the game, this match, by like 12.
By 12.
But instead, Mark Andrews catches 2 balls for 40 yards and a touchdown on a drive that shouldn't have happened.
That's like a 1%er, man. That is
Less.
1%.
Had to have been less, dude. When the Lions had the ball, before the David Montgomery carry, the Lions have the ball on the 40-yard line. He had to have been like less than 1% to win that match. And even with all of that happening the way it did, he won by 0.7 points.
That's fantasy football, man.
Done.
It can
Well
be.
done. And I just really want to point out real quick, his opponent had CeeDee Lamb.
Ooh. That's brutal. But I'm sure there was a lot of matches out there lost because
There was a
CeeDee Lamb
lot
down.
of low-scoring matches out there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
When I get second place,
Oh.
it's like there was a lot.
So another thing that happened on that
Or
David
fun
Montgomery run was that for the first time ever, it was going to be the three of us as the 1, 2, and 3 on the podium. Like if you ever look at the weekly report, you know.
Yeah, I do. That's what I meant
Right,
by
right.
I was on second place.
Yeah, right. And that was solidified. But I was in third, and I missed out by 0.54 points
Joining the podium.
because of that David Montgomery touchdown. So he had just gone down on one knee for the first time ever. The three of us would have been 1, 2, and 3 on the podium. I looked at it and I was like, "That's funny."
And I just want to
That's
say,
good. But, hey,
last week I was bragging about how good my matchups were and how I was like, rated to get the best score and everything. And I did by like 30 points.
You did.
I'm just saying. I had a good week.
you had a good week. You're off to a really good start.
I have a good team.
You do.
They just need to stay healthy, guys. Come on. You got this.
I'm looking.
Come on,
I
stay
got like a
healthy.
60% chance of winning this week, and I feel like Murder Villains just hasn't made his moves yet, or something.
Honestly,
64% chance.
I feel great. I love my team.
Yeah.
My team is a lot of fun. So
A lot of fun. That's not always good. That's not always a good thing, man.
well, I mean, my team is not. Would you say that my team is playing anywhere close to their potential right now? Because I have Drake London, I have Lad McConkey, I have Tyler Warren, Alvin Kamara.
You like your odds now?
Things have got to get better. You're right.
Huh?
Things have got to get better. They can't get worse. Those guys.
And my team's still scoring 140 points a week.
Yeah, those guys have had a horrible start, no doubt.
So that's why I feel really good about my team is that we're still scoring 140 points a week, and those guys have yet to really
I will say that I'm
do
worried about Lad
anything.
McConkey, though.
I'm not.
I am, man.
I'm not. I'm really not.
Well, I'm not worried about him as a wide receiver. I think he's going to be an important cog in that offense.
I'm happy that he's not getting used up early in the season because I don't need him yet.
Okay, I'm just saying, fantasy-wise.
Keenan Allen's 33.
Fantasy-wise, I'd be worried about him.
If Keenan Allen's 33 and Quentin Johnston runs completely different routes,
For sure.
it's Keenan Allen that's taking all of the quality stuff away from Lad McConkey. That's the thing. Is like
Good for
if
me now.
Keenan Allen has missed time basically every year of his career. So it's just a matter of time before
Don't
he goes
say
down.
that.
Like if you have him on your team,
Don't
you should be
say
trading him
For what?
for a lot.
No, if you
honestly,
can
like
get-
right
if you
now,
can get
like
a good trade for him.
honestly, like let me see.
Honestly,
here's
because he
a
had
good
Hold
such
on. Well, I don't
low-
want to get like too like
Here, I'll-
veering off.
No, we can talk
where
about
we're-
this right now.
You're going to get us going off on
Because-
Keenan Allen, man. Everybody loves Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
I'll bet you could trade Keenan Allen for Ashton Genty.
No, I don't think that's going to get done in most places.
In our league, I bet it would.
The people who
hold
paid
on.
for Genty
Listen to the
paid for
listen to
Genty.
the receivers on the team that has Genty. Okay, so first of all, that guy also has Jordan Mason and David Montgomery, but his receivers are Brian Thomas Jr., Jordan Addison, Deebo Samuel, Mike Evans, Michael Pittman. So
I mean,
he could probably let's see.
Maybe Keenan Allen plus.
That right, but it wouldn't be Keenan Allen plus a lot. It'd be Keenan Allen plus like a flex level player and get Janty.
Yeah, it would depend. Maybe. It depends on how much people are in love with him. I don't have him anywhere because I was kind of worried
So,
about
like-
anytime a rookie's in the first round, it's like, ooh, I don't know.
Let's see. So he's got he could probably package. Like, would you feel good about trading Keenan Allen and DeAndre Swift to get Janty?
DeAndre Swift.
I'd feel good about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think
See,
that-
he could probably do that and get like Janty and like Mike Evans.
and something?
Mike Evans gonna be gone for 4 weeks.
I don't know. It all depends on who you're trading with. I've found that it's
So that guy is 1-2.
always harder to get the trade done than you think it should be.
That guy is 1-2. It's the guy that Ray just beat this week. Okay, and he's currently projected to lose. So like if that guy loses this weekend and Janty doesn't go off, I think you could easily pull off that deal. And I think that hold on, let's just do the whole thing.
But if Genty doesn't get something done this week, then
Okay.
I don't even know if I want him in the first place. Like, at some
Here's-
point, you're
here's
like,
Keenan
well,
Allen-
that
Keenan Allen's,
offensive line just sucks too bad. Well, we'll go at this kid next year, you know?
Keenan Allen's games played since 2022, 10, 13, 15. He played 15 last year, where he
Right.
didn't really do anything. So like the kind of usage he's getting right now, he's getting 9+ targets a game.
As the 2 or the number 3? Who?
Huh?
Like, I guess he's
Keenan?
the 2. Yeah.
Keenan's the one, to me.
You think so?
Based on the way I'm watching the games, I would say Keenan's the one.
It seems like Keenan's getting the number 1 numbers because McConkey's getting the number 1
None of them
coverage.
are getting that's the thing is if you actually look at them, none of them are getting number 1 numbers. Actually, they're all bad. They actually
Keenan Allen's number 2. Well, just because of touchdowns.
It's
but-
because of touchdown for Johnston too.
Well, yeah.
Johnson numbers aren't good either.
That's who he is, though.
Um,
Quentin Johnston, I mean, he's always going to be touchdown dependent. You know, we should really start
he
picking the
looks
games
better.
and then start
We
talking
should.
about these.
We should pick the games. Quentin Johnson right now is wide receiver number 8.
That's
So
crazy.
just some things I want to call out from last week, some notes. I took the notes,
all
damn
right.
it, so we're going to talk about them a little bit. Green Bay 41.5 was the over-under, and Brian, you said take the under on that. How did that play out?
Well,
I think it did, right?
they
It was
13 to 10 was the final.
13 to
That's
10,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
13 to 10, yeah. And I lone wolf the Jacksonville Colts or the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That worked out.
Yeah, that worked out too. And I feel like you two gave me a hard time for it, but I don't remember exactly how that went down. But
Who were they playing again?
Houston.
Oh, no, that's a toss-up. I don't
Were
think
they in Houston?
I don't remember.
No, they were at home, right? They were in Jacksonville.
I don't remember.
I think they were in Jacksonville.
So is it? Are you guys kind of like, after watching that game from Houston and Jacksonville, are you guys kind of? I kind of feel like you guys were both kind of high on Houston, or at least you both
for
score
sure.
them
I've
higher
always-
than I would score them.
Their defense played
for the
as well as
season.
I expected them to play.
Right.
Their offense just played even worse than I thought that they were.
Even
See, exactly.
Okay,
So
got you.
I've always been
okay.
very high on Stroud, and just figure it's a matter of turning
You know
it around. That
what I think
offensive
about-
line
hold
is
on.
not helping, but
You know what I think about often? And it's funny is it keeps getting worse like every week where CJ Stroud is like 150 yards and a touchdown and an interception or something. Is that I told you to trade him, and you have him in the Iron Throne, and I told you to trade him like he was hot stuff, and I was like, and I can't, and I'm pretty sure it was Herbert. I'm pretty sure I told you could have gotten Herbert last year at
there
this
was
time.
probably a point last year that I could have
Last year, this time,
yeah.
you definitely could have gotten Herbert for C.J. Stroud, and you look at it now, and there's no.
Oh,
You'd have to give up like 2 firsts
Oh,
and C.J.
I see.
Stroud to get.
I see your
Herbert.
question, Jason. We'll get to you in a
That-
second.
Dynasty is a funny game.
It is. It's just so the thing was that I saw. It's not necessarily real quick. It's not that I saw anything wrong with C.J. Stroud. It was everything that was going on around him.
Yeah,
And
that's
so,
proven out.
and so it could be a couple years before that turns around. So let's get to our question.
All right. So might be looks like a multiple parter. So he traded Judy, who he never started,
Okay.
Addison, who he never started, and Pollard for Javonte Williams, Ladd, Mike Evans.
Oh, win!
Yeah. Okay.
Huge win. That doesn't.
Oh, is that
seem
his
right.
question? Yeah.
Yeah. Was it a win? Was that a win or no? That was
Oh
exactly.
yeah, fantastic
The,
win.
the
yeah.
league didn't fold immediately from out of anger.
Okay.
That's crazy.
No, well done. Well
Yeah,
done.
well done.
And then start 2, Javonte, Swift, and Myers.
Javonte Williams.
Jacoby Myers and Swift. I would leave Javonte.
Oh,
on
that's
the bench this
yeah.
weekend.
Who's Dallas is
So
playing?
that's the other game that I'm really excited about this weekend is the Bears Raiders. In terms of fantasy,
who's Dallas playing?
they have Green Bay.
Green Bay. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Green Bay defense is no joke. So I was about to say
I'm
what?
just worried
No
about the Dallas
Javonte,
offense
but,
with no CD.
Well, the combination of the two just spells disaster for
Yeah,
Javonte.
it
So
seems bad.
I mean, he might fall into the end zone, and maybe you'll get lucky if you start him. But other than that, God, it would be a miracle if he was a good start because that
And
just
I think
seems so
DeAndre
bad.
Swift is just due for a good game.
Good, because he's on my roster. And then start 2, DJ Moore, Pittman, Waddle, Jalen Warren.
Sorry, start to what was it?
DJ Moore, Pittman, Waddle, or Jalen Warren?
I would start Pittman and Warren, I think.
Yeah, Pittman and Warren are the ones that stick out to me. I'm trying to think of matchups that matter, but
I was
Waddle
thinking it
just,
too, but
Waddle just doesn't matter yet until
you
they
worry
get
a little
started.
bit about Warren's matchup against Minnesota. But
I do,
but
but
when we're talking
volume
about
is
running
there.
back that gets 18 plus
Exactly.
opportunities a game,
And they're talking
you don't
about,
even question it. You
and
just start
just
him. If
he
you
is,
have three, if you have like Warren is a guy that where you got him, he's your
you're
flex.
so happy.
He's your third running back. And if you have 3 running backs that are getting 18 plus opportunities, you just don't think about it. You just start them.
Yep.
You just start them.
Yeah, well,
There you have it.
and not just the 18 opportunities. He's also getting his catches 2, 4, 6, and you hear you hear Aaron Rodgers talking about how they need to get him more involved in the passing game.
You see that
'Cause
play
every
against
time
Seattle?
he touches the ball,
That play against
they get
Seattle
yards.
was that one play against Seattle. Like if he scores a touchdown, that's like a nominee for best play of the year.
Right.
So
And it was so close. He was so close. Like
Another
I got
Which
2 in the queue.
Okay, let's go.
For the another one from Jason. He wants to just as a follow up. He's projected to win that match by 65%. So should he still take Swift over Javonte?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I
just
see
make
your
a smart
question, Low Darks.
Yeah, yeah. I think just
I don't think it's a floor play thing because I think they're equal in terms of floor. So you
and
because
Javonte's
Swift
just
is-
more likely to hit that floor. It's just I hope I don't eat those words, but like I've got Javonte in several places, and I'm doing my very best to sit him.
Okay, and then he had one more. And I see you, Low Darks. We'll get to right after this one. On the second one, the start for 2, he was projected to win by 60%. So he's assuming to go with the safer guys.
Right, and that's why Jalen Warren is definitely the safer guy. And like I say, Javonte, normally I would consider a safe guy, but this week in this circumstance, everything looks bad. I'd wait till he becomes a little bit more stable there.
Okay, and so Low Darks wants to know Love or Knicks?
Love or who?
Love.
Knicks.
Jordan Love or Bo Nix. I would start Jordan. I would start Jordan Love.
Jordan Love has a very nice matchup this week. Bo Nix has a decent one too, but Bo Nix really needs to prove himself. Whereas Love has just kind of shown that given the chance, he can really do something. I am in one of my
Well,
leagues.
the Cowboys have shown they can't stop anybody. Like
This is
you can play so bad that you get fired the next week, but as long as you play against the Cowboys this week, you're okay.
And here's I'm not sure I understand this one, but I'll read it to you. Maybe you guys pick it up. But half PPR, Sutton, BTAJ, Debo.
Sutton.
Okay. Sutton. Yeah. Brian Thomas Jr. I have him in a couple of places. I'm very frustrated with him right now.
What it looks like
I'm
to me-
trying, if I've got an option, it's funny because in one of my leagues I am choosing Sutton over him. So I am right there writing with you. I have already
you go.
chosen Sutton over him. So
Right now, it looks like he doesn't trust Trevor Lawrence not to put him in danger. And when you like the short arms on a
Gotcha.
couple of different
Yeah,
plays, that's what it looks like. It looks like he's expecting to
trust
get
is
hit.
not there,
The
for
trust is
sure.
not there. And
So
I'm worried.
all right, Fields or Caleb and Fields or Geno.
Real quick, the last thing on that thing is BTJ. Everybody, like, I love BTJ. He's a beast, right? We're all expecting him to just kind of figure this thing out and get through it. It is important to note that all of the damage that he did and the reason that we're so excited about him, all that happened with Mac Jones at quarterback.
I know. That might be a thing.
What was the other question?
Okay, so Fields or Caleb and Fields or Geno.
So
He
basically,
loves Fields too much. He's a Jets fan. He's a fantasy
has
coach.
Fields cleared concussion protocol? Like, I know he's practicing with the team, and they
I
assume
would
that he's
just-
going to play.
I would start Caleb and Geno.
I would not start Geno over him.
I just think that game is going to be high scoring. And I just
Raiders have to prove that, man. Raiders have to prove that they can score. They
Yeah.
have to prove
And-
they
and
can be
it-
in a
I don't think the
high-scoring
Bears'
game, and
defense is
they
very
have not
good.
done that yet.
The Bears' defense is just not very good. The Raiders can score.
But
They
if
have
the Bears go
weapons.
up by 2 touchdowns, then I don't know.
You're the only thing I would be worried about is turnovers. with Geno. He's had some turnover worthy plays, but that's the thing to me is it feels like if you play Geno and you play Caleb Williams, they're the two that are most likely to finish the game. First of all,
I hear you, but Fields is going against Miami, am I right? Jets in Miami.
Is that his matchup? Is he playing the Dolphins?
Who?
The Jets.
Jets are playing.
I remember loving the matchup.
Did I scroll to that?
I love the other. Yeah,
they're
is
in
correct.
Miami.
That is
Okay.
correct.
Which I just love. I think they're going to go with if
I just
Justin
love
Fields
that game.
is playing.
Though. I think that it's going to be a high scoring game. The Bears versus the Raiders. Like if you told me I could start both of those quarterbacks in my Superflex league, I would be absolutely.
And
all
you
over
don't
it.
think Jets Miami is going to be a high scoring game?
I never know with Justin Fields. I have rode the Justin Fields roller coaster since he was a rookie, and that's what it is.
I hear you.
Is a roller coaster.
I hear you.
If you just want to score 60 points out of two quarterbacks, start Caleb Williams and Geno Smith. If you want a chance at scoring 80, start Justin Fields.
I watched
Caleb
him
Williams.
like week 1. He played against us.
I've been watching
And I
him
watched that
since
game
2021,
We'll-
dude.
we see you. We'll get to your question.
And I'm just saying that Justin Fields looks special in that game. And
He didn't in week 2.
He did not in week 2. He
He
had a much better defense. I'm sorry to say that he was playing against. And he got knocked out. But I don't know if
Even before he
he's
got knocked out,
80%
he
of
did
what he
not
was
look
week
good.
1.
He did not look good.
Anyway, my answer is I would go Caleb.
I get that one too.
I would go Caleb for stability, but just barely over Fields. If you really need a ceiling, I might go Fields there, and I would definitely take Fields over Geno.
There's no way that you sit Caleb. He's quarterback 3 on the season. And
So there you
coming
have it.
off a QB1.
okay.
And
All
it's
right.
between Geno and
and-
Fields to me, and I love Geno's matchup against the Bears.
So yeah, I see all the questions, and I'm going to get to them right now. Real quick though, and take a time out. Just remind you guys that you can join our leagues. Right now, the Pick'em League is still open, right? They can still freely join that one. So that's in the description. And then just kind of remind everybody of these two people here next to me, Brian and Ken. I find that Ken is more like your statistical looking at numbers kind of guy. This is how I see them. This isn't like not how they see themselves.
It's
All
Todd
let me say
McShay
that.
versus Mel Kiper
And
Jr.
then Brian over here, he's more like the experienced gut feeling guy. And they're both highly successful at what they do. So it's like find which one fills your blind spot when they're answering your questions and then just kind of roll with that, right? So now to the
I'm
questions.
starting Caleb.
So I'm going to kind of answer these Slapski in a reverse order. So Slapski has some follow-up questions. I'm going to kind of, I guess you could say Ken is Unk. He's wearing the
I deserve this hat.
the emoji hat right now because he lost
The
a
bet, as he often does.
Oh,
so-
wow. Okay, you know what? I'm glad you stepped into that one.
Hold on,
Because-
let's get to the questions,
No,
and then
hold
you
on
get
a
to your
second.
no, we got to get to the questions, and then we'll get to yours.
Ooh, that one's gonna sit. That
Okay,
one's gonna-
so we were just talking about Fields, right? So Slapski wants to know, does he drop May and pick up Fields?
I would.
I would not do that.
I would want to look at the schedule to.
I would
to
not
make
do
sure
that. That's
but
crazy. Like Fields has already burned you.
Fields
He's
has a
already
higher
burned. He's
upside.
already burned you this season. Like he showed.
By getting hurt.
Yes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what? Before he got hurt,
He's not a long-term answer.
did
but
you watch
he's
the
an
game?
Excellent.
Did you
streamer.
watch that game? Because if you watch that game, then you would have a different opinion on
No,
what's
he
going on.
didn't- he did not
was
play
awful.
nearly as well in that game.
Absolutely
Absolutely.
awful. It was an improvement on their offense when he left. They played better offense when he left the game that day.
Who has higher upside, May or Fields?
Upside.
sing-
If you're
in a
talking
single
about
game
just upside,
That's all I'm talking about.
we're talking about. So
Because
l-
these are
hold
two
on.
streaming quarterbacks. These
I,
are
w-
guys
I
that
would
you're-
take May because May is at home against Carolina.
And in Miami though.
They're at Miami, and he's coming off a concussion.
I don't know. I like Fields there. I like Fields.
Yeah, I don't like Fields at all right now. I don't want to start him at all. Maybe I'm a bad person to ask about Justin Fields. I'm not touching him.
It's fair.
There's no way. I'm not again.
Well, and I completely understand that point of view. You know, I get it. That's a reasonable point of view. That is not unreasonable. So
All right,
I
so,
know there are better fish in the sea.
So for Slapski's follow up on the 12 man, It's the 12-man, half PPR, 2 flex, and it can be a tight end. Just a reminder of the roster. Caleb Williams, or he might have made some adjustments. Caleb Williams, Genty, Pollard, Odunze, JSN, Juwan Johnson, Ibuka, Golden, Packers, kicker, Packers defense. Bench is May, Ridley, Downs, Tootin, Bill, JCM, and CD, which is in the injured reserve. So pick one for my second flex: Golden, Ridley, Downs, or Bill.
Golden.
Golden, Ridley, Downs, or
Bill.
Oh, or Bill Crosby.
JCM.
Yeah. So Ken is wearing a Boston. I'm sorry. Did you answer the question?
I was thinking about it, but I think I'd have to agree with on that one.
Yes, he is wearing a Boston Red Sox shirt. And the thing about Ken is he is a sports fan. He sees something that like is done well by an individual or a team, he's going to go out and support that person or team and go buy the jersey, go buy the team shirt, and on and on and on and on. So a lot of times it like we'll go weeks where he's just wearing these mismatched who you affiliated with dude like type
Random teams,
thing,
yeah.
But he's just a sports lover, so like, that's
true. But I'm a
that's
huge
what
Red
that's
Sox fan.
about.
And I'm very excited about going to the playoffs. So, and the reason, since that came up, the reason I'm wearing this shirt tonight is because I'd much rather promote the Red Sox right now as they go to the playoffs than what's going on in Dallas.
That's fair.
So there you go.
But yeah, I am a Boston and Dallas fan.
Okay, so those were I knew about the Cowboys, but Boston is where your true baseball alliance.
Baseball, yeah, baseball and
okay.
basketball is Boston, and then football and hockey is Dallas.
Okay, all right.
But
Did we have more questions? Or
Yeah, Golden versus Dallas D Eagles breakout game.
oh yeah, that feels like an automatic one. Like if you're doing DFS lineups, Golden feels like that 4,000K running back or 4K running back that like
minimum, yeah.
Yeah, he's the stone minimum, but he's going to get all the work this week. Like Golden's going to cost you what is he on DraftKings? He's got to be like 4,800 or 5,000 or something like that.
Right around that range, yeah.
Yeah, and he's someone who could score 40 points this week. So
yeah,
like if you look at what Wan'Dale Robinson did to the Cowboys,
yeah.
like with Matthew Golden,
the upside is very high.
You should just be salivating. Because Matthew Golden is a much better player than Wan'Dale.
It's just a question of does he get those targets, and it does seem like those targets.
Well,
have
there's
been
no
coming
Jaden
towards
Reed,
him now. Right?
And then Tucker Kraft is still hurt. So and it doesn't take much because it's not. He doesn't need 14 targets to really score 40 points. Like if he gets 10, he's going to score a lot of points.
Yep.
All right, so as we move on to the
Hold
game.
on a second, real quick. There was a cheap shot that was taken at me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got to get. All right, I'll let's do it. Let's do it.
And
okay.
you know what? And I was thinking to myself as I
He doesn't fucking forget things.
and I was thinking to myself today as I was realizing that I had to wear this hat that Brian really likes to brag about winning these things. But when he says something that seems like outlandish to me and worthy of a bet, it's always, oh, no, I don't want to bet on that. And then I'll say something that is outlandish and is obviously like kind of a hot take, and he'll jump on it and be like, bet? And I have bigger balls than Brian.
No.
So I'm willing to take more bets than he is.
Willing to take more poo on the head.
Well, I mean, it's this is it's a nice hat.
Fair.
So it feels good.
I hate it, so I'm gonna try to avoid it.
So I don't mind wearing it.
Fair enough.
So we have a did I win the trade
let's not
question?
Make it like Brian's a genius for beating me.
And I
at
see you
hat
too,
bets.
Frizzle. We'll get to your question too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so to the first chat, he traded Bowers and Chase Brown to get Ibuga and Genty. Did he win the trade?
Amazing, just amazing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's not
All
even honestly. Like I'm in our league, that would cause people to have problems.
People be upset.
They would. Yeah, it's been a couple years now. It's been nice. But
it's been a while since we've had a controversy.
But, like, we're in season 6 in the league that we're in together. Brian and I have been playing for 7 years in a row together. Excuse me. But the first couple of years in this league, every year there was a trade that happened and started a giant tirade where like I was, had multiple people that I had to try and communicate with and figure things out with and smooth things over with because of a trade that happened. And this is worse than all the ones that we ever argued about.
So yeah, good trade, brother.
All right,
Trade.
all right. You guys are allowing the questions to stack with your
Sorry,
reminiscing. All right, so do you all like Jordan Mason, Ross, or should we sell him high before Aaron comes back?
If you have the chance to, this is a good quality asset.
If you have two other running backs,
right?
Yeah.
Which you probably do because what you had to pay for Mason in the draft. So he is probably a little extra to you. So I would definitely be shopping him to see what you can get.
somebody on if the person who's got Rashee Rice, if they're like 1-2 or 0-3, or the person who's got CeeDee Lamb,
Get Rice and something.
The person who's got honestly the receiver I keep thinking about that I want to make a push for right now is Jamar Chase. I want to go after Jamar Chase really badly because I think he's still going to have an amazing season. But it seems like you could get him cheap right now.
Cheap for him, but not cheap.
And you could pair.
Browning could just
Jordan
tank
Mason's
that
one of those players though. Like if the team that he's on is 1-2 or 0-3.
We see you, Smitty. We'll get to your question too.
If the team if
These two just like to argue.
All right, yeah, we better get to some
we would
questions.
sell high. We would sell high.
Sell high if you can, but definitely don't sell low.
We don't expect it to last.
Yes.
We would sell high.
All right, so Rattler or Browning, since Jaden Daniels decided not to put on any muscle.
You can't
in the
ask me
offseason.
Rattler questions.
He loves Rattler, so.
Did you see the thing I shared with you guys today?
Yeah, it seemed silly when who was number one? I don't know.
So, hold on, let me pull this up real quick. It was FanDuel research, top 5 quarterbacks by expected pass touchdowns.
Okay.
Number 1 was Spencer Rattler. Now, the number 4 and number 5 on this are Herbert and Prescott, and they've been playing really good ball.
Right.
They've been throwing really, really good passes. I was surprised to see Russell Wilson and Bryce
just that
Young,
one game.
Bryce Young on this list. But if you've been listening to us at all, I love Spencer Rattler, and I feel bad for him because of the position that he's in. I think he's somebody who's going to be better on his second team than his first team. But also, Kellen Moore is an interesting dude. Kellen Moore was a quarterback that had to, sit on practice squads and was on the Cowboys practice squad for forever, and finally got his chance, and he was pretty good. And then the next game, had his ankle destroyed, and he never got to play again. So he's somebody who I could see believing in quarterbacks and sitting there long term.
So it was Rattler or
It doesn't matter. It's Rattler.
I know you're
Rattler
choosing
or Browning.
Browning.
Oh, that's not even close though. It's Rattler.
That's totally matchup dependent. I'd have to look up the matchups real quick. But offhand, I'd probably say
I'm not. No, there's no way, dude. There's no way I'm starting Browning over Rattler in any league that I have. No way, because Browning is not a. Also, the other thing is that Rattler is a threat to run. Rattler can score a rushing touchdown. That is not going to happen with Jake Browning. You're going to get no rushing bonus at all.
Yeah, but didn't Rattler say he doesn't really want to use his legs?
But he will.
He said he wants to be more known as the passing quarterback.
But he'll do it.
Yeah, I'd go
Yeah,
Rattler.
I've seen him.
Garbage time. So.
He's
all right.
Sorry, moving on.
Okay, so
Rattler.
all right, Frizzle, and then we got Smitty right after that. Frizzle, Hampton and Jalen Warren thinking of selling Mason for BTJ or maybe Nico.
Nico seems like he'd be a hard get right now. His numbers are trending he came off a monster weekend,
game, yeah.
and if you look at his numbers, they're trending in that direction. So, BTJ would be an easier get. If you could turn Jordan Mason and something into BTJ, that'd be amazing.
I feel like you could get Mason straight across for BTJ.
If you could do that, that's
You
cheers.
think so? I hope you're right about that, man. Brian Thomas worries me, man.
I the targets are still there. They're not going to go anywhere. What I've seen this week from practice videos is, Brian Thomas is on the jugs machine, and they're gonna get this figured out.
All right.
They're not gonna go.
I like your confidence.
I think he's a good buy.
All right, so I got this one here from Smitty. It's kind of a longer question, and I want to read what Slapsky says in response to it. And it's an interesting one, too. So start 2 wide receivers, Nico, DK, Jennings, or Turpin. His league gives points for return yards, 1 point per 10 yards.
Yeah, Nico and Turpin.
And that's exactly what Slapsky said. Slapsky also said Nico and Turpin.
And who are the other 2 choices?
Yeah, actually, Kevontae Turpin is a really sleepy pickup. That's something I should have mentioned in my
Nico, DK, Jennings.
My Homer minute is I am
And
actually I'm not excited about George Pickens because he's going to get all the attention, but I am excited because Jalen Tolbert has been on the field a lot, and he's been running more underneath routes and stuff. And then Kevontae Turpin has had a bunch of stuff specifically designed to get him the ball. So I'm actually a little more excited about those guys than I am about Pickens over the next few weeks.
DK Metcalf, I think, is interesting there. I think he'd be my floor play. Like if I just needed points, I'm going DK over Turpin. Turpin seems like way more.
No, you should look. His snap percentage is actually pretty impressive, and the number of targets, I'm telling you, he has
so volatile.
He has turned into
and look where they're going this week. Here's how
you should look at him. Here's how you should.
You can't convince me against Green Bay, man.
They're going to be behind. They're going to have to pass. He gets points for return yards.
I hear you.
Is the other thing, and here's how you should look at him. You should look at him as Cole Beasley.
No problem, Smitty.
Score.
Don't forget, there's a subscribe, follow. You can join our league in the description.
Matchup is the deal breaker.
Pick'em league.
That's what they're asking him to run. I'm not really worried about the matchup.
Yeah, I am.
Green Bay's defense.
Nico and DK.
Huh?
You're going Nico and DK.
And because of the return yardage,
there's some alignment on Nico.
I would go Nico and Turpin.
There you go.
All right, sweet, cool.
But we agree on Nico.
Yep. All caught up on that.
And he's a Steelers. And he's a Steelers fan. Okay, so I'm a Cowboys fan, and I said Turpin, and he's a Steelers fan, and he said DK. So
might have something to do with it.
So maybe just start the other guy.
So
did we bet on that one?
Huh?
Did we bet on that?
DK versus Turpin. Do I get the return yardage bonus?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take that. I'll take that as the hat bet.
We need the scoring.
love it.
What is the scoring in your league, buddy? We need the
it
scoring.
Was 1 point per 10 yard.
For punt return yards?
Yeah.
Kick return yards?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're in the hat next week.
Okay.
Turpin versus DK? DK is going to have to have a 2-touchdown game.
10 yards.
We'll have
so
to
we have our hat bet for next week.
Oh, man. And he's
we have our hat bet for next week, and that's DK versus Turpin.
Thank you, listeners.
Brian is taking DK. Ken is taking Turpin. And it's the return. It's however many points plus the 1 point per 10 yards.
We're going to do,
So thank you, Smitty, for contributing to our hat bet for next week.
Yeah, appreciate that.
I just wrote it down.
I feel like Brian
mocked.
just had a very outlandish take.
Yeah, sure. I'll take some more.
So it's nice to see him step up and put his money where his mouth is.
I knew you couldn't take that. I was like, come on, man. This isn't even bet.
I had to take that one, yeah. No, I am really, really excited about Turpin, honestly. He went out of the game in the middle of that Giants game, and before he did, he was the best thing that they were doing offensively in terms of being able to make chunk plays that keep you on time, moving the chains. When I watched the all 22 of that game, I told everybody last week that I was really, really frustrated with Dak looking like C.J. Stroud, and a lot of that came after Turpin left the game. And there was nobody running anything underneath. So I think he's going to be a big part of the offense.
All right.
Frizzle's asking, would you rather have Luther Burden or Keon Coleman?
For Dynasty?
That's the first question for Dynasty.
Honestly, I'd be Keon Coleman either way.
No.
No?
Oh, no. Ooh, man. No, Luther Burden's a bad man. I actually...
Redraft full PPR.
In redraft,
Coleman.
I think it's Coleman.
For
I think it's Coleman. I agree with my counterpart over here. But in redraft or in a dynasty, I am super excited for Luther Burden in the. So here's the thing. Here's how I see Luther Burden. I see him as like Jamison Williams
You're good.
if there was
You're
no
good,
Amon-Ra
Frizzle.
St. Brown on the team.
So bad.
We just appreciate y'all being
No.
here.
Imagine how
These two
much
love to
work
answer questions,
Jamison
though.
Williams would get.
I don't think that's the kind of receiver he is.
That's their favorite
I think
part
he
of the
needs
show.
Somebody else.
To answer
No.
questions.
So they have Roma Dunze and they have DJ Brown or DJ Moore. The thing is that Amon-Ra St. Brown dominates targets at every level, and I don't think that that's what those guys are. So I think the explosiveness that Roma Dunze has is going to make him eventually the most valuable wide receiver to have of the Bears.
Odunze? Yeah.
No,
Oh,
Bird.
Bird.
Odunze's off to a great start. It's awesome. If I owned him and I don't in places in Dynasty, I would be looking to sell.
All right, man. Hot take. You're gonna have to convince me on that one.
All right. Now,
Well,
finally getting
if-
to the very first.
Anybody who's curious, like we've been doing this for a few years now.
We see your question, Suave.
You could go back and you could look at our 2024 draft preview, and I talked about Roma Dunze.
Sounds right.
So I like him. I don't like him as much as I like Luther Burden.
Interesting.
Next up, Suave wants to know. Wait, he said also as if he asked a question before. Oh, okay, no, it's a two. Okay, that's it. Sorry, too much. All right, so Suave first. Which DST you like more? New England at home versus Carolina, or Atlanta at home versus Washington with Mariota?
New England.
Okay.
Yeah,
Actually, New England held. So New England lost last week, but they held Pittsburgh to 210 yards of offense.
and Atlanta just like they looked like a dog after 2 weeks, and then week 3 is like, what the heck just
And
happened?
honestly, it was more about turnovers in that game than it was about the Carolina offense running them over. Ted McMillan,
But
is,
Jaden Daniels and McLaurin are out.
Ted McMillan's a little beat up. Chuba Hubbard is now on the injured list, and that came up during practice. And those are the worst. I hate those ones the worst. Like when they get hurt in the game, and you see what it was, and then sometimes they come back in the game, they finish the game or whatever. You know, you get an idea, you can kind of see. But when they get hurt in practice, you never know exactly how bad it is. And they show up on the injury report, and that's happened with Chuba Hubbard. So I like the Patriots defense a lot this weekend. A lot. And I'm pretty sure Christian Gonzalez is supposed to play for the first time this season. He's their best corner. He's a top 5 corner in the league. I think their defense, with Christian Gonzalez, is a top 10 defense in the NFL.
And Atlanta's just too scary to bet on after last week.
And Mariota's good in that offense. I told you guys. He scored 40 points last week.
All right, so moving on. Next question: which deep upside handcuff stash you guys taken? Okay.
Deep
Which
handcuff
deep
stash.
upside? I'm too feeling good for these kinds of
He's
word
3
twisting.
sheets to the wind.
Which deep upside handcuff stash you guys taken? Kendre Miller, Brashard Smith, Ollie Gordon, DJ Giddens, Sean Tucker, or Emmanuel Wilson?
Are we talking about Dynasty, or are we talking about redraft?
Yeah, he's saying deep, so that's got to be Dynasty
so
or
if he's
16
talking
TD
about
or something like that.
If he's talking about Dynasty, the names I like there the most are Ollie Gordon and Kendre Miller. Miller has
Honestly,
looked,
those were the only 2 names that stuck out to me.
DJ Giddens is a name to know.
Also, someone dropped Golden. Or maybe I think this is a different league, actually. Yes, it is. So someone
Anybody drops
go ahead and
Golden
answer.
anywhere,
Did you guys
you pick
answer
him
the
up.
first question?
Yeah, with
Okay.
those 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ollie Gordon and Kendre Miller.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so where am I at? So someone dropped Golden in his 2 flex 12-team league.
Crazy.
How much fab you think I should drop?
Oh God.
Kind of feels like an all of it situation.
I was gonna say that too.
Yeah,
As close to
mean,
I
there's
was
just certain names when they hit the field.
Yeah.
It's like you just have to go hard at it. You just
Yeah.
have to put everything in and hope you get them. And
it's
if you
like
don't, you don't.
it's like if CMC got hurt on Sunday, immediately we'd be all in on Brian Robinson.
Yeah.
And, if Brian Robinson was available, it'd be all your fab.
Yep.
And we don't even know if it's 100% right, but we know that
we had one this year that was double your fab on.
so far this year.
Was there one?
No, not yet.
I
That hasn't happened yet. Like,
Anyway.
no,
Says it's redraft?
because everybody
Should be
drafted
draft.
Mason.
Redraft. Yeah, it's for
like,
sure redraft.
And
If they're dropping a first-round draft pick in a dynasty league, they're crazy.
that did not happen in a dynasty league. There's no way.
That's what he's saying. It's redraft. So, I love it. You're not going to get too many opportunities to get something that quality off the waiver wire. So, I'd probably be looking. At
so
dumping
here's
everything.
what I'll say. If it was a running back, the
Yeah,
answer
running
would
back.
be all of it.
For sure.
Since it's a receiver, if you have 2 receivers that are currently top 20 in PPR, the answer is about 60%. If you only have one, the answer is 90% of your fab.
I'd even go 100 there, but yeah, you're right.
I like to
If you
save a
have
little.
I
I like to save a little for defenses when we get to playoff time.
Honestly, man,
but if
in
you're
the
only,
years I've
but-
played, I
and-
found that just getting that one gem that matters way more than getting all the little stuff.
All right,
you
so
know
next
what?
question.
And on that one, his name appears on our trophy more than mine does.
All right, so hasn't been confirmed how long CD is out. So that being said, what do you
They're not
do
going to
with
put him on
him?
IR.
You know,
What do we think?
his heel.
What's your record?
Well, hold on, let me see.
What you do with him depends on your record.
Is he a self-fearing he will be out for a long
No.
time or just hold?
No, it's
They're not
completely,
putting them on IR, so
Yeah.
you know it's less than 4 weeks.
It's
so,
completely dependent on your record.
Yeah.
If you are a team that's 2-1, 3-0, chill. If you are a team that's 1-2, 0-3, you might be looking to move him.
You got to move him because you got to win now.
I wouldn't. And now, if you're 1-2, I'm probably still chilling unless somebody is overwhelming me with a deal where like I'm getting 2 quality
Just make
starters.
sure you're getting a good deal.
I wouldn't even. Yeah, you. So if you're.
But at 1 and 2, you got to.
If you're 1-2, you're 0-3. You
gotta
should be
start
moving
winning,
him. And if you're going to move CeeDee Lamb, get 2 starters.
Yeah.
2 starting
2 people
players.
that are going to get in.
Like,
Yeah, your starting lineup every
Yeah.
week for sure.
And like after I would say like after the way that Benson performed, and now I don't think it was Benson. I think it was the Cardinals' offense. The Cardinals' offense was terrible. If they were better throughout the first 3 quarters of the game, he has probably another 6 or 7 carries, but they couldn't move the ball until the 4th quarter, and they were in their 2-minute offense.
Yeah.
And that wasn't
DeMarcado,
and that
what
was,
the heck?
and that was. We could talk about that too, because and
That's more of a trip home talk right there.
You're
yeah.
right. Let's bank that one for the trip
I
home.
agree.
So
I'm sorry. Do we have another one coming?
So, are you ready for it?
I was just gonna say like the CD thing. That would be a great target is like Benson plus, because after the game that he put together on Thursday night, people are still
There's
gonna be
not gonna be much.
they're gonna be like they
So
might be a
get
little
something
scared.
good, and then Benson as a throw-in.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and I think Benson's
Well,
gonna have a great season.
Suave said he got Judkins for 37% last week.
This guy
so
got Judkins for
I have
nothing in our
63.
draft. I'm like the AI is smart, dude.
Judkins does look good.
So
man.
he was just
passes
bragging.
the eye
I'm sorry.
test.
Was
Huh?
that just a brag, not a question?
Yeah, that looks like it was just a brag. Yeah.
So
And that's why I
Judkins-
read it before the other 2 questions.
Judkins
Okay.
looks good, man.
are we clear? We move on.
We got 2 questions.
Okay,
So, what?
We love you guys.
Yeah, exactly. No, this is the best part of the segment. So,
Yeah, no, we love the question.
Now this is the best part.
Kendre or Ollie for this season?
Ollie. I don't.
Depends on who gets hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the honest
yes,
answer there.
Hey,
That's the
as
only
a
way to
guy
know.
who has Alvin Kamara in the league that he cares about the most in the league in our league of record, I have Alvin Kamara. I'm gonna say Ollie Gordon.
Right?
But I will
Yeah.
say of the 2 guys,
Who has more talent?
who's looked better on the field so far? Like I've been really impressed with Kendre Miller.
Kendrick
I
Miller
have.
had a really rough first year, almost 2, but it feels like he's really kind of coming out. And yeah, if Kamara, goes down off the field, we'll really have an idea for what he can do. And
I think
we're
he's
getting the feeling that he's better than the player
I think
he
if
was 3
Kamara
years ago.
goes down, Kendre Miller is one of those guys that it's all of your fab.
Yeah, so I'd take Miller there for sure, but again, depends on who goes down.
Ollie Gordon is going to be better this year, I think, just because he already has it doesn't matter whether Achane gets hurt. It's kind of
He's got his 8
like a
touches.
Gibbs Montgomery situation. He also has the high value carries at the goal line. They're going to go to Ollie Gordon instead. So it's like a situation where like you're betting on like David Montgomery, where like you have a solid floor And then if the guy in front of him happens to get hurt, oh my God.
Yeah, you're right.
So, whereas
we don't know how much talent Ollie has, though. That's the problem.
I think I like him. He's somebody I have in a lot of spots in Dynasty.
Yeah, he hasn't flashed for me yet, whereas Kendry Miller has. I've seen some flashes, but
when I and this is like a small tangent, when I'm evaluating running backs in for rookie drafts for Dynasty, I'm looking at size, and then I'm looking at their ability to.
I see you, Frizzle. We're gonna get to both your questions.
Of blockers. And so I like
we owe
his
you one
ability
too
as a running back more than I do Kendry Miller, I guess.
Okay. All right, moving on.
So first one up from Frizzle. My current wide receiver room is CD, Drake, Tet, Golden, Luther, Ayuk, and in injury reserve. Should he look to add more wide receivers off the waivers or trade?
That was a little quick for me, but it sounded like a pretty nice
there.
core. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a lot.
I'm
there.
assuming you're starting 3 in a
I'm
flex
not trying. I'm definitely not
otherwise, why would
dropping
you be
any of
asking?
them. If
Yeah.
that's the question, like,
that seems like a very nice wide receiver core.
So
depending
here's
on
the
what your
thing.
other positions are, it
we
seems
just
like
talked about this, but I heard CD, right? It really depends on your record. If you are 3-0, if you're 2-1, and you've got CD Lamb on your roster, you're in a good spot. You're in a really good spot. If you are 1-2, you're 0-3, and you've got CD Lamb on your roster, you're in a really bad spot. And so, based on that, like if you're 2-1 or 3-0, I'm not trying to do much. That's what I would say.
Well, and honestly, it sounds like you've got a core that you can be resilient with anyway. And so, as far as like who you should be picking up off the waiver wire, it sounds like you should be picking up the best available player. That's you know what I mean. You don't have a weakness at receiver. It
actually,
doesn't feel like.
Or
at least not that's going to be filled with anything off the waiver wire.
This seems like a good time to bring this. Bring this up. Is that bye weeks start next week?
Right.
Okay. So let's say if you're 3-0, you're 2-1, and this is your roster. You should be looking at week 5. You shouldn't be worried about trying to fill your roster with more talented players. Your roster is loaded, and you're going to get more help back when CD comes back. You should be looking at week 5 and filling your bye weeks because people aren't going to be on that yet. More people are going to be trying to fill out their rosters where it seems like you have a really deep wide receiver core, and that's not your problem. So, like, I have, and this is just, I was telling this guy earlier, I'm really excited about my Top Gun roster. And
we do have a question.
In Top Gun, my most important move this week was to add Geno Smith.
Lose?
And the reason that was the most important move to me was because I have Caleb Williams at quarterback, and next week Geno Smith gets to play against the Colts.
Gotcha. Boy, you really don't like that Colts D.
Oh, they're not very good.
Okay.
They're really not very good.
And they've been playing middle of the pack, but I haven't seen them as bad. So okay,
they're really not very good. So, and now, well, I'm not saying you should go and get Geno necessarily. What I'm saying is like if your defense
just look ahead.
Yes, look ahead.
Look ahead is what you're saying.
Yeah, be prepared. Like don't. Like
you have
yeah,
the
if you're
ability
2-1, you're 3-0 with this roster. You have the ability to look ahead, and you should. And fantasy football is played in really should be played in like 4-week segments.
Right. So he is saying that week 5 he's losing all his wide receivers.
And so look
so
ahead.
that's part of what's going on with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't have all that info right in front of me here. So
and on his waiver, and I swear I'll circle back to that question. But he's like taking our stuff and he's running with it, right? So he's like on his waiver wires currently. There's Keon Coleman, who doesn't become available tomorrow morning off waivers.
Not be there.
Then there's Calvin Austin and Travis Hunter. That's about it.
Keon Coleman shouldn't be on the waiver wire.
And honestly, Hunter shouldn't either. Hunter's still,
I could see why Travis Hunter's there.
I can see why he gets out there, but if I had an empty spot on my roster or somebody
2 weeks
horrible,
ago we sat here and I told somebody
to
like hold tight on Travis Hunter, and I would still be telling them that if they took my advice and they held tight on Travis Hunter, that's what you kind of have to do. But that's the way that it is with rookies.
Yeah.
Is
That's
like
the risk of rookies for sure.
sometimes you get Justin Jefferson, and sometimes you get Amon-Ra St. Brown. You know what I'm saying? And Amon-Ra St. Brown, his rookie year, like
He was amazing.
well, not until like about week 11.
Oh, that's right. It was the second half.
Yeah.
Somebody got hurt and he just took over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to the question, his running back in my redraft is Kyrian, Trayvon, Woody, Blake Corum, Ollie Gordon.
You say Woody, as in Woody Marks?
Yeah.
Am I okay, or do I look to add trade for better running backs?
Can you read those again?
Yeah,
I heard
they
Kyron.
sound
My
like
running
some
back in my
shaky-
redraft is Kyron, Trevion, Woody,
Travion.
Blake
would hold
Corum, Ollie Gordon. Is he
So
okay?
that's a really good question. I would hold tight right now because this is a really big week. You have the Patriots are at home against Carolina. They should be in a positive game script. Ramondre fumbled twice last week, and then Gibson fumbled too. And then this week, Travion Henderson was taking number 1 reps. So
He's going to have an increased workload this week. for sure.
yes. Now, if you get past this week and it was just lip service, and he has 7 carries and two catches or something like that, yes, you do. But what I would expect to have happen with your running back room right now is that Travion is going to see an increased workload like immediately. And Woody Marks has been building up week after week after week.
In
and
a couple of
looks
weeks, he might be
really
good,
good. And if they keep losing, they might just it doesn't even matter like if Chubb looks good. If they lose again,
And he
like,
has Ty.
you
Ty
could just
Ray
be
Spears
looking
in injury
at
reserve,
them
too.
going, "Hey, let's just put the kid in there."
Sorry, I didn't hear the
And
last
Woody
part right.
Woody Marks is somebody who could become
Ty
a
Jair
20
Spears in injured reserve. He also has Ty Jair.
That's good.
Tajay Spears, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice
and so
little
like
something to
you're,
stash.
I could see why you're asking the question, and you're in a really.
You've got a lot of pieces. You got a lot
Yeah.
of pieces. You got maybe.
But you
can
know
start-
what? Hey, you've got Kyron making sure it's all okay.
You got the hero RB
at,
going
at
on.
number
yeah.
1. So I wouldn't worry too much.
Stay healthy, Kyron.
I would
Stay
still
healthy.
be cautiously optimistic.
No, like I say, and the wide receiver room is good. It should be able to carry over. You should be able to get some wins and then you'll get CD back and be strong again. But yeah, your running back room is definitely weaker than your wide receivers. So just keep an eye on anything that you can do, any trades you can make.
All right, so to the games, and let's
We did Pittsburgh
quick
and
games, yeah.
Minnesota.
Oh wait, we got a question.
Don't listen to this guy.
We got a question. All right. So we may do this. I'm going to get to your question, but we may do this where you guys might just need to check our league out, and which was a good thing. I would love to have that problem where we get nothing but questions till 10 o'clock, and they'll
Totally
just have
fine
to,
with me.
They'll have to just join in the league and see what our picks are.
Yeah.
So, Sonny Atwell, I'm in a 16-man league and had a trade sent to me.
Wait,
Can you
16
guys...
16-player league. Okay.
16-man league, and had a trade sent to me. Can you guys give me your opinion? Yes, please. I'm sorry. That was... Oh, here it is. No, wait. No, that's somebody else. Okay, so with all that said,
You said
give us...
16-man league, and he's going to shoot us his roster, and we're going to tell him what we think.
I think so.
He's gonna,
No, a trade. A trade's
offer.
getting sent to him.
Trade offer.
Oh.
So let us know what that trade offer is, and yes, we're going to absolutely tell you what we
give us
think.
as much
Yeah,
information as you
anytime,
can.
guys.
All right, so Frizzle, with all that being said, question would be, who should I drop for Keon Coleman? It would be either Murray or I got May,
Murray.
or Tajay Ayuk is a single quarterback
Kyler
redraft
Murray?
league. Redraft league, right? Redraft.
Which Murray?
Kyler?
Kyler? Is it Kyler? Drop
would-
him. If it's Kyler Murray, you drop Kyler
Well,
Murray.
no, it's a 16-man league.
Yeah, it's Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
No, this is two different questions. This is back to Frizzle. We're waiting for... Yeah, Sonny, he says he wanted to give us, the opinion on the
we're waiting for the
trade,
16
but we're waiting for the
Give-
trade to come
okay,
in. So this
give
is back
us
to
the
Frizzle.
can you give us the context of the... It's Coleman, right? And this is he already has CD and Roma Dunze, right?
Yeah, it's just about who to drop.
Who to draw? Yeah, and who are his quarterbacks? The other one's Caleb. Is that right? Am I remembering that right? He has Caleb Williams. If that's correct, like I'm rocking with Caleb Williams the rest of the season.
Right, but there seemed like there were a couple of weak names in the later ones that he rattled off there.
And his running backs, like I'm actually not that high on Ja'Cory Cross-Merritt. He's
a nice prospect.
He
though.
was
He's hard to
hold
drop
on.
right now.
He was the 5th.
He has May and Murray.
Huh?
May and Murray.
May and Murray.
I would rather keep May.
Right, but
I would rather keep Drake May.
honestly, probably just keep both there. I think I'd
It's
rather
one quarterback league. If it's a
one
one quarterback league, we're talking. Hold on, one quarterback redraft league. You have Drake May. You don't need to keep Kyler Murray.
It depends on what's out there in the type of league it is. Like if
Coleman.
I hear you.
Keon Coleman should not be on
But
your
who are
waiver
your
wire.
other choices? I'm just saying there. I
Gonna
thought
be-
I heard weaker names
hold
on the.
Here's the thing: Keon Coleman should not be on the waiver wire. While as I'm
We see
sure
you, Sonny.
there are
Thank you for bringing
6
that in. We're gonna give you the
quarterbacks
answer here in a
that he
second.
could name off of his waiver wire that I would rather start besides Kyler Murray.
All right, starting to get your opinion on Kyler. Got it.
I told you last week he doesn't like the way he runs.
I
All right.
love the way he runs.
I don't like the way he
I don't
throws.
like the way he throws.
I don't. Yeah, I don't mind. I honestly like when he
like,
runs. I laugh.
His running, yes.
When he
his
runs, I
running-
laugh. It's funny. It's cute.
Oh, dude, I hear it.
Yeah,
every
every.
you know what I mean?
I
a
just
little-
see the meme about like he runs like a kid who just stole a 2-year-old who just stole his parents' phone. Like that's because I
He looks like
have
a 2-year-old.
I
outrunning
have a
grown men out there.
2-year-old that steals my phone and runs away, and I see it every
All
time.
right. So here's the trade scenario. All right.
Okay, with the back to the 16-man league.
Yes, back to the
sweet.
16-man league. It's a half or 0.5 PPR redraft league.
Okay.
Quarterback is Caleb. Wide receiver 1, Nico. Wide receiver 2, A.J. Brown. Wide receiver 3, Nico. Running back 1,
Hold
Butler.
on.
3 what?
Wide receiver, what? I heard Nico twice.
Yeah, he has it on here twice. So I'm
Are
sure
there
he'll
2
correct
Nicos?
that. I'm sure he'll. I don't think so, but if there is, I'm sure he'll correct it.
Okay.
Wide receiver 3 is Zay. There you go.
Is Zay
Flowers.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That
So
makes
wide
sense.
receiver 3 is Zay. Running back 1 is Bucky. Running back 2 is Warren. His flex is Jennings. Tight end is Kincaid, Henry, and on the bench is narrow since it's a
This is
16-man
an
league.
excellent 16-man league.
And then
agree.
Oh my God, your team is stacked.
and
for
the
16
trade
man.
is CMC for AJ Brown and Warren.
I think I
Wow.
probably ride the lightning and take CMC. You know, because like here's a Steelers
Yeah.
fan right here. Hold on, let me ask here. I'm going to answer this question for you with another question to a Steelers fan. Okay.
He's
By
2
the
and
ti-
1.
By the time we get to the playoffs, week 15, is Caleb Johnson in a major role in your
God, I
offense?
hope so.
There's your answer. There's your answer.
Right. Yeah.
Is
yeah.
that you're selling high on Jalen Warren, and so you're basically selling like a flex player and a wide receiver for running back 1.
And AJ Brown is a really
he's-
good wide receiver, but he's in a position where he's going to be really up and down all year.
Yeah.
He's going to have great
And-
games, and then he's
And
just
we
going to
talked about it.
disappear
If
for 2
you weren't
weeks.
listening at the beginning, we talked earlier about how he went Terminator mode activate, and it was awesome to watch.
Oh,
and
dude.
like he is one of the best receivers in the league, no doubt.
Without a doubt.
But Christian McCaffrey is going to score fantasy points every week. A lot of them.
As long as he's healthy, he's going to be amazing. Yeah.
Like you tell me, I get to start Jalen Warren and AJ Brown, or CMC plus Rando off the waiver wire every
Yeah.
week, and I'm going to take CMC and the Rando off the waiver wire
I
every
agree.
week.
So the reason he's hesitant is because there's little to no depth, and he has Jennings
It's a 16
and
teamer.
2 49ers players that scares
So,
him. And then he also have Ayuk in injured reserve.
So maybe what I might try and do, since you have Ayuk and so there was
Ayuk
really
and
bad
Jennings
reports
don't-
about Ayuk this week. Is the reports on when he's coming back are not good. Like apparently he's nowhere close.
Honestly, Ayuk is an afterthought.
I agree.
If you happen
I
to get
agree.
him, great. But otherwise, you just count him as gone. For
Don't
the
even
season.
worry about it. Like you have Jennings, and so
Agreed.
like maybe you try and get cute and offer him a counter that involves Jennings and another player that you'd be willing to start instead of Jennings. But honestly, this trade in a 16-team league seems so good that I wouldn't even mess with it. I'm just smashing
Well,
accept.
and honestly, I don't see another trade working. The reason why this trade works is because of A.J. Brown's name. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
And I don't think his name is going to match his production by the
Like
end of the
in
year.
any other season, where Christian McCaffrey is healthy, could you trade Jalen Warren and A.J. Brown to get Christian McCaffrey?
It feels like this could be the trade that wins you the league.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I love those trades. Like, is he good enough to win the league without the trade? He might be. So
we really liked his team without the trade.
So I mean,
So we will
definitely
say that.
take that into context. So you don't compare. I mean, it seems like you're a lot better than your other teams in your league. Are we wrong there? Are there
He's saying he's one of the better teams.
Yeah,
He's got
it's-
one
Well,
of
it
the-
seems like he's
and
the
if
best.
he's
And
again, if you're 3-0, you know
he's 2-1.
Or okay. This 3-0, 2-1. You've kind of done it. You've done a good job in the first quarter post of the season. Your team is definitely going to be relevant through the next 4 weeks of the season, which is like what I was talking about earlier, where the fantasy season should really be played 4 weeks at a time. And this seems like a really good way to go 4-0 in the next 4 weeks. That's the way that I see it.
I don't know about that. I honestly, I
I
keep thinking that
the
you
reason,
I
the reason I say
wonder-
that is because, like, let's say so here's the thing, is if you're not. So let me say this: if all three players stay healthy for the rest of the season, is it even close?
no.
It's CMC.
McCaffrey,
It's not
100%.
even. It's not close.
That's
okay.
that's the risk factor, right?
So, let's say you make this trade. You win the next 3 weeks. Then you start looking at the next 4 weeks. You could trade him.
right.
You could trade him. You could definitely trade him.
Get a haul back.
But this looks like a way to, like, we see Jalen Warren as a expiring asset.
Agreed. Like, first half of the year, great
Like-
player. Second half of the year, he's going to be an okay player.
Yes.
So
And we
if you
see
can cash
AJ
in on
Brown
him
as a
being great,
boom buster.
yeah.
So whereas CMC, if he doesn't get hurt, he's just going to have the ball 30 times a week.
Yeah.
caught 10 balls
and since
last
we're
week.
taking Ayuk out of the equation, I don't think Jennings is enough of a reason not to take CMC. So
No.
love the trade, love the team. Good luck. I think you're going to have some really good success in that league, man.
Agreed. Congratulations on getting offered CMC while being
Right?
2-1.
Dude.
Right?
Sonny
that just-
agrees
that's gotta feel
100%
good.
agree
Like,
on
your
an
team's
AJ
2-1,
Brown as a boomer
you wake up
bust player.
and you look at your inbox and someone offered you CMC.
For something you're willing to give up? Oh, all right.
Okay, so to the games, and we'll try to run through these real quick.
Yeah.
We talked about the Minnesota Vikings.
Sounds like we're all on the Steelers there, right?
I'm taking Steelers. You guys are
Okay,
on Steelers too?
I actually picked the Vikings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I picked the
But I
Pistons
picked the
last week.
Vikings. I picked the Vikings before I realized they were traveling. So, yeah,
Well, the traveling
that might
factor is
flip.
pretty
But
even. Steelers
yeah.
actually tried to leave early this week to get used to the time zone thing, and the NFL would not let them.
oh wow,
Yeah, I was really surprised by that too. NFL said they can only leave 3 days in advance.
Now
All
that's
teams.
Wait,
super
wait.
weird.
Well, did
That's-
that change?
that's a
Because
brand new rule. Yes, no,
That's
they-
super
okay,
weird
yeah.
because, because Jackson, you know what? I think Jacksonville did that last year, where they had a bye
yes.
heading.
And they got
like
to stay in England.
they had a bye before their so they
And
had a bye in, like week
hold on one
5
second.
or something like that.
To
and then the next
clarify,
week they
hold on
had
one second.
London game.
Sonny said that he offered the trade, and the other person liked it, so they didn't offer it to him. He threw it out there.
Okay.
yeah, no, I hope you get it.
So the AJ Brown trade.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just said yeah. So you already
So
put
he's
it out
like-
there,
yeah, he's
and you just
like-
want to make sure that we like it. Yeah,
This is
we love
good,
it,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
we
that's good.
we love
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's,
hope you get it.
that's the right thing to do. Yes, good move, solid move.
Okay,
So,
you guys
so
were
yeah,
arguing?
I'm
Go
on Steelers. Ken's on Steelers.
But-
Yeah, so we can move on to Falcons and Commanders.
Yeah, okay. Falcons and Commanders.
Yep.
Plus 2.5. Over unders 43.5.
Tough one for me. I was really high on Atlanta after the first 2 weeks, and then last week happened. But Washington is on the road. They don't have their quarterback. They don't have their main receiver. I'm going to say that Atlanta finds their pride somewhere and comes back and gets the win here.
I agree with that. The next gen stats on Drake London and first read targets and things like that are still really good. And I think at some point he's going to kick the door down and have an amazing game, and I hope that's this weekend.
Okay. And I'll also picking the Falcons. Moving on to Saints and Buffalo.
All right, we all picked the Bills, and we're done.
Yeah, I'm
Spencer Rattler is really cool.
He's going to lose.
I feel so bad for him, dude. It is such a nightmare start to the season. The schedule is they had Arizona at home, and I feel like if they had won that game, and then you look at the gauntlet that they're going through afterwards, people will be looking at Spencer Rattler much, much differently.
He's just a sacrificial
But
lamb, man.
it feels
he's
that
the
way,
definition
but
of sacrificial
he's
lamb.
playing tough, though.
I
really
he's
like
going to be a
watching that
really
kid
good
play
backup
football.
quarterback.
That's mean to say.
So, question: what are
I
your
like him
thoughts
better
on
than Brock
Rashee
Purdy.
Rice's wide receiver top rankings rest of the season after his return?
I tell you what, when Rashee Rice comes back, especially since Xavier Worthy has had this, the only worry I had about Rice was that Worthy was going to have this first 6 weeks and really establish himself as the number one.
I was worried about that as
the
well.
key to the offense. Obviously, he has not had the chance. To
The
do
gods
that.
wouldn't have it.
back. He's coming back this week with a brace. So by the time he's starting to truly get healthy again, Rice is going to be back. I like Rice a lot more than I like Worthy just as that type of receiver. I feel like Rice can do almost everything, whereas Worthy has a certain kind of skill set.
I feel like
he's that quick receiver.
I feel like you're glossing over something extremely important.
What's that?
What about Tyquan Thornton?
So I wasn't glossing over anything at all. I was I thought I was making my point very well.
So I'll tell you what. Here's what I've seen so far in the first couple weeks of watching the Chiefs. They've gone from Mahomes not being able to get the ball off to throw it deep in week 1 against the Chargers to him just being a little off with him in week 3 or week 2 to him catching multiple deep balls from Mahomes in week 3 against the Giants and being the number 1 target. It was Mahomes was definitely.
But isn't he in the
looking for him?
Xavier Worthy role?
No, it's different.
No?
It's completely different.
So he's in the Rice role.
It's no. It's actually it's new. So for the last several years, the Chiefs have just kind of been picking up a speedster like an MVS or a who's the other guy that they kept playing. They call him Jet, the guy that went what the hell? What is his name? What?
Oh, I was thinking of.
I know they call him Jet, but
the kid that was there forever.
I can't remember his name right now. But they've gone through these receivers that they do nothing but catch a deep ball once every 3 games, right? And Tyquan Thornton does that and runs other routes. So I'm not gonna
all that said, what do you think about Rice?
I don't think it's gonna be like last year.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be like last year where he's just getting peppered with targets.
So Rice, once he comes in, he's the number from week 8 on. Like let's say he starts week 8 on. What he's wide receiver what number?
In PPR?
Yeah, half point PPR.
So based on what I've seen from the Chiefs, if he's anything more than 20, I'm super happy.
Wow. See, and I'm putting him more at the 12 to 10.
I don't think he's that much.
Okay, we saw different things, and maybe he's going to be slow coming off all this time off and everything else.
Well, he just catches a lot of short yardage targets, whereas
with him and Worthy on the field at the same time, I just really feel that Rice is going to be a terror. So, anyway, I'm really looking forward to Rice. I'm trying to actively pick him up as we speak. So,
There you go. All
I don't
right,
think it's
so
going to work out for you.
Frizzle got offered a
Are you trying in
trade.
Top Gun?
Not in Top Gun.
Okay.
Frizzle got offered a trade in his other league, Jordan Mason and Matthew Golden for BTJ, and he gets BTJ.
I'm sorry. Just read that again.
So
He got offered a trade in his other league, Jordan Mason and Matthew Golden for BTJ. He gets BTJ.
Oh, I like that.
So you're trading away Jordan Mason.
Golden hasn't done anything yet,
Golden.
and we know that Mason is an expiring golden ticket.
Ooh, that's a gut check time, man. That's tough.
I love
You have
BTJ.
way more confidence in
I do.
BTJ than I do.
And this,
Brian Thomas scares me right now. Like I have
the
him in
thing
one of
that
my
I
main
was
leagues,
worried
and
the
I'm just
most
like,
about with Brian Thomas was that Travis Hunter was going to come in and challenge him for targets.
which doesn't seem to be the case.
That's not what's
Yeah.
happening. That's not at all what's happening. So the misconnection between him and Trevor Lawrence, I have confidence it's going to get solved. I have confidence that's going to get figured out. And I know that Brian Thomas Jr. is the number one wide receiver on that team.
So if I had that kind of confidence, I would be, Brian Thomas Jr. I'm so glad you got him,
And-
but I don't have that confidence yet. So
So, all right, so there you have it, and we've got another question and some kind words. Do you consider Brian Thomas Jr. a buy low or stay away?
Buy low.
Thank
I
you.
love all the BTJ stuff.
Great advice tonight.
So I'm
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate
you guys
it.
came to the right place. Like if you were thinking that you wanted to buy low on Brian Thomas Jr. and you wanted someone to reaffirm that for you, you came to the right place because I'm the guy. Yes, I love Brian Thomas Jr.
And honestly, I will say that he's giving me confidence. Like he's one of the, like I saw BTJ play last year. I saw how good he is with my own eyes. He was the only option on that offense. He was freaking amazing, and this was with a backup quarterback, Mac Jones. Like this should be going so much better than what it is.
Last year,
and it's
to
starting
me-
to scare me that it's just Trevor Lawrence.
Last year, to me, he was that player. Yeah, right.
And if that's the case, then what?
Well, I'll say this: receivers who earn like 10 plus targets a game, generally it doesn't matter who
I agree.
who the quarterback
that's
is.
the number I look for sure.
And he does that.
No,
He's still doing that. They're not connecting right now, but I don't think it's going to go away. If Trevor Lawrence throws the
agree.
ball 30 times, 12 of them are going to Brian Thomas.
Yep.
That's just the way that I see it, and I want that.
agreed.
I want
agreed.
that on my team.
All right, do we have another one? Or?
No, we are all caught up.
All right.
First time tonight that we're all caught up.
We did it.
So, just as a little something, we all picked Bills. The over under is 14 the spread's 14 and a half, and I just wanted to throw that out there.
It's gone down.
It's gone down.
Yeah, it was higher than that.
So next up is Browns at Detroit Lions. Here's another over under, high spread game of 10 points.
And I think we're all going to take Detroit here, but
Yep.
if I was betting the spread, I would take the Browns and the points.
It seems like they're able to keep it tight, huh?
Oh, the Browns have a really incredible defense.
'Kay, so
if they had an offense to back them up at all,
The way
they'd
that
be really dangerous
NFL
this year.
triangles work is the Lions have to win this game, right? Because Packers beat Lions, Browns beat Packers. So Lions have to beat Browns,
Yep.
right?
That's the way it works.
Okay, cool. All right.
All right.
All right, so next up is a game I haven't picked yet, and I feel like it should be obvious. And that's what scares me because I feel like
New
you two are
England
going to
and
think it's
Carolina?
obvious, right?
Houston,
And that's Tennessee. Yeah, Titans versus Texans +7 is the spread over under 39.5. I haven't picked this because I want to pick against Houston again.
And honestly, the way things have been going, I can see why. But the problem is you'd have to bet on Cam Ward and that offense and that Tennessee defense. They just haven't been good. There hasn't been a lot. I mean, there's been little sparks here with like Io Manor and this and that. Like just like, ooh, maybe here, maybe there. But
They're better
it's
on
stuff
offense
for
than they are on
next year.
defense.
It's stuff for next
They're-
year.
they are
For this
better on
year, they
offense than defense.
suck. So I'll
this
take
is-
Houston.
This is a really bad matchup for them. Yeah, Houston could shut them out.
That sounds so bad right now for some reason. Appreciate the help, fellas. Love the setup as well. Thank you, Frizzle. Don't forget to subscribe, all that stuff.
Yeah,
join our
see you
Pick'em
back.
League in our description.
We're here every Friday.
And we're here every Friday at 8
Join us. Have a drink.
Pacific Standard Time. And we usually tell you all what we're drinking too.
Hold on. Let me hold this.
We've been taking shots of tequila and rum. Well, Ken's drinking rum straight. We've been taking shots of tequila.
I'm not drinking rum straight. What am I,
Are
a
you not?
pirate?
There's
What do
some
you-
Dr. Pepper in there.
Oh, you mixed it. You
Yeah,
mixed.
I got
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So with that, you're picking Houston. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick Houston too,
Houston's
even though
let me down, dude.
I'm
Go
like,
with your gut, man.
I don't
Like, they're
But
both
the weird
really
is
great
like,
teams.
no, I know, but this also feels like one of those gut feelings I know I'm gonna regret too. You know, it's a weird
So
feeling.
let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Are you concerned about Nico Collins?
A little bit. Not a ton, but
Like right
Definitely a
now,
little bit.
hold on, because I know your roster. Who are you more comfortable in week to week, Nico Collins or Garrett Wilson?
and honestly, that's a week-to-week question. That depends on matchups each week as to which one I'm more comfortable with. Which is a telling
That's
answer.
not. It is a telling answer
because Nico
because
went way
one of
higher in
those
the draft.
players
Yeah.
went in round one in almost every PPR
No, I
draft,
agree.
and one of those players didn't go anywhere
And
close
like I
to
said,
round one.
I've had a ton of confidence in Stroud, and it is definitely starting to wane a little bit. Now, I definitely give him some excuses for that offense or for that offensive line.
Yeah.
The line is just really,
bad.
really bad.
They're
He's
really
running
bad.
for his
They're
life
not helping
all
him
the
out at all.
time. And it seems like it's been that way for the last 3 years.
I
Why
still-
haven't they got him something?
And you know what? What I would do honestly is where are the extra tight ends? Like let's get some extra tight ends. Let's go max protect on some plays. And like I don't care if Nico's going to have coverage over the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
I do. Some Arthur Smith football.
Right. But they don't do any of that.
Yeah.
It's every single play is CJ drops back. When he hits
Gets chased.
when he hits the end of his drop back, nobody's open, and then he has to try and run, and that's not his game.
Yeah.
That's not his game. And I'm not saying like he's
dying
now
for a
he's
pocket.
no Lamar Jackson, but he's also not like Troy Aikman back there. You know what I mean? He's like he can move, but he doesn't want to. That's not what he wants to do. So yeah, their offense concerns me a lot.
Yeah. Hopefully this is a get right game for him. So.
Honestly,
If it's not, then I'm
if they
really
don't
scared.
if they don't score
30.
and that was the first thing I was going to say. But honestly, they've been so bad on offense. Like I'll be okay with 24. But
I want 30 out of them this
they
week. I
need
really do.
3 touchdowns. I want to see 3 touchdowns out of that offense this
Bare
weekend.
minimum, you're right.
And if they don't, I'm really worried about Nico Collins.
Yeah.
Really.
Yep. All right.
And he was somebody who was supposed to win me a dynasty championship this year. So
So Carolina Panthers and the Patriots plus 5.5.
I'm
over
excited
under
about the
42.5.
Patriots, man.
Yeah, I'll take the Patriots.
I'm
here.
also
I think
taking the
Carolina.
Patriots. Yep.
Carolina last week was a bit of an illusion.
That was
if they shut out New England here and win 30-0 again, then I'll be
that
on
would
Carolina.
that would really
but-
surprise me. I feel like after the fumbleitis game that New England had last week, I feel they're gonna have to play a more buttoned down game this weekend. I think I said this earlier. I think Travion Henderson is gonna finally get his
is the game,
chance. You know,
It feels like this is a really good time for that breakout. It feels like everything's kind of heading in that direction. It's pointing that direction. Let's just see if it happens.
Right. It's a good week to bet on him in DK. I think.
Not in cash.
And
in
that
tournaments.
New England defense is solid.
Yeah.
They are really good, and they've been playing without their best cornerback. Like I've said this a couple times already, he's coming back this weekend. It's not just because I picked him up in Top Gun. Okay, I picked him up because of what I've seen on tape. They get after the quarterback, and if you get after the quarterback, like you're gonna be in games. You're gonna have a chance to win a lot of games.
Right.
And dominate teams like the Panthers.
All right, let's get through these. We're at our 10 o'clock mark.
Yeah, it's
and
time to move through here.
So let's start. We've talked a lot of fantasy, so I think we've been poking at every single one of these games with all the questions we have.
We
Right?
really have.
So That being said, Chargers. I'm going Chargers against
Chargers.
New York Giants. I did pick the Chargers. Sounds
Chargers.
like we're unanimous
Go
on that.
Chargers.
The spread
Go.
is -6.
They'll
Just
cover.
for I always feel like that's like that's
So,
always
hey,
something I'm curious
Jackson
about.
Dart's going to start this weekend.
Should be fun.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. To
I'm
see
excited.
It,
The kid's fun.
they're throwing him into the fire, though.
I think they finally found the right guy. He seems like
We'll see.
he seems
We'll
like
see.
he doesn't care about being in New York, you know. He seems like a fun kid. I'm really excited to see what he
rooting
can
for him.
do.
I'm
I
rooting
am too. But the Chargers should win.
Nice, this guy just
So
lights up
we
every
all know that Najee Harris went down. The important name to know, should anything happen to Hampton, is Kamani Vidal.
Right.
Dynasty heads already know that name.
Yeah, but even then, I think if it comes down to that, it's going to be some kind of committee. Like Vidal isn't the type of talent.
like
that's
him a
gonna
lot.
Come in and take over.
They
so.
like him a lot.
I'm just saying
He
you
was
want to
a-
have him on your radar, but
He was a training camp superstar last year as a rookie.
Oh yeah, those are the best. All right,
Next
what's
up-
what do you got?
Next up, we got the Eagles versus Tampa Bay. Eagles is -3.5. Over under is 44.5. I'm taking the Eagles, but I don't think AJ Brown scores very many fantasy points.
unfortunate. This should be the game of the day, but the Bucks are just so beat up.
I think and I'm going to segue a little bit. I think Eagles are going to try to go back to the old way of how they were winning the games from earlier in the season.
That would be
And-
more fun.
And I don't
That would definitely be more fun.
I don't think I think that whole AJ Brown thing, for whatever reason, they don't want to do it. They want to win this other way, So
It's
we'll
like
see.
They want to save that.
They're,
for the
we'll see.
playoffs
they're
almost.
risk averse.
Yeah.
They are risk averse.
And I agree, they will try to win with Barkley here, but I think Tampa might have just a little bit, just enough offense to keep them to make them
Tampa
have to
Bay's
throw a little
defense is
bit,
going to make them throw.
But I definitely take
Yeah.
the Eagles.
Yeah,
I'm taking the
I
Eagles.
agree. I'm going to take the Eagles. It wouldn't surprise me if Baker Mayfield pulls this one out, because Baker Mayfield's one of the he's easily top 5 funnest players to watch in the league. That guy is so much fun to watch. He's just he's a guy that I imagine like his teammates are just like ready to run through a wall for him. You know what I mean? He's the dude.
Next up is my hot take game. I feel like it's my hot take game.
Oh, boy.
Jacksonville versus San Francisco.
He's a Rams fan,
and I'm
people.
taking Jacksonville.
He's
No,
a
I told you
Rams
guys.
fan.
I told you guys
No,
earlier in the
he's on
show
Jacksonville, yeah.
that there's just something about Jacksonville and the way San Francisco played against Arizona last week.
No, they're just really beat up too.
And so
They keep falling apart. They're losing a key player every week. Every week so far, they're losing key players from their team.
Agreed, but they seem to be able to just fill in enough.
But this week they lost Bosa.
Yeah, I did forget about Bosa.
Bosa's done for the year. They didn't make a deal to bring anybody up. I'm worried about their defense. I'm really worried about their defense. Like the Jaguars' offense, this is a good opportunity for them.
Yeah,
No,
I agree.
I think I'm gonna pick the 49ers because they're at home.
yeah,
And
and they're
how I
an
feel.
NFC West team.
We have talked about this. Like there are only a few places, in my opinion, where home field advantage actually matters, and San Francisco is one of them. It is tough to play in. It's tough to play there.
So we got a question. Thoughts on handcuff running back LA Rams Blake Corum? Does he have a chance to cut it into
I love Blake Corum.
K. Williams touches? Thank you.
I don't know about that. I think it's
Like
still
I
going
definitely want him as a handcuff. You definitely I think he is a quality
to.
player.
Him.
But Kyron, he got the bag this year. He got his
Yep.
contract. Like Kyron is the guy.
Yep.
So I don't think Corum is going to move in unless
injury.
There's an injury.
Yeah, but that being said, he gets enough opportunities and is and really taking them, taking those opportunities and running with them. That he's an intriguing start, and I get why you would ask that question. If you have Kyron Williams, he's somebody that I would like. If I have a bench spot, I would probably have him because he looks awesome. Every time Blake Corum touches the ball, he looks awesome. And in dynasty leagues,
He's looked a lot better.
I
this
have
year.
been trading for him.
Yeah, last year he didn't look real great, but this year he's definitely seems like
he
he's
looks
learned something.
Yeah, he looks faster. It's really interesting too because like we grade these players on their speed, where they're not even playing football, and then we see them play, and it's like, he looks slow or he looks fast or whatever. Players always look a lot faster when they're confident in what they're doing. And he looks like he knows what he's doing and that the offense works for him. And I feel like if Kyron Williams was to get hurt, Blake Corum would win championships.
Definitely have that opportunity for sure.
So next up is the Colts at the Rams. This is plus 3.5 spread and a 49.5 over under. Of course, I'm taking the Rams to win.
I think we're all going to take the Rams here. This is a game where the Colts kind of have to prove to you that they're a real team.
Well, and honestly,
Ray's
Ray's been riding Jacksonville. He's got that feeling about Jacksonville. I've got that feeling about Indy, man. And I feel bad because I'm picking against your team.
No, don't feel bad.
I'm honestly rooting for the Rams, but I just Indy. It feels like they're that team of destiny this year a little bit. The way they've been playing has been very impressive. I feel like they have a good chance to come in here and win it. And honestly, this is a coin flip game to me. And because I like the momentum of Indy, I'm going to take them. But it's really a coin flip game.
What's a coin flip game? Win by 2, win by 3, win by 4?
Coin flip game to me is it's a 50-50
Yeah,
game.
no.
I don't know who I'm going to
Coming
pick.
down to the last.
If I have to, what's the
So
what's the deciding
I will
factor?
agree
I
with
guess
you
I have
that
to go
I
with the
feel like
momentum.
this game is going to be decided by 5 points or less.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
I
a great
agree.
game.
I think, yes. I'm very excited to watch this game because if the Colts offense is able to move the ball the way they have been against the Rams, then they're legit.
Exactly. Yes. Big test.
But they had, to me, and I know they played Denver at home, and they scored 28 points. They did. There were some big plays in that game. Some really big plays, specifically by Jonathan Taylor. One of it.
Good.
That boy good. Yeah, he's good at football. And that could happen again.
Yeah.
But the Rams are a really, really good football team that barely lost to the defending champions in their stadium last week, and I'm sure they're pissed.
Yeah, I'm taking the underdog here for a reason because the Rams are a good team at home. So.
All right. So next is Ravens
Rams
at
house.
Yep. Ravens
Whose
at
house?
Chiefs. I'm picking the Ravens. It's only a minus 2.5 for them.
Ravens
With spread of
This is the
2.5.
right?
toughest pick
That's
of the week
crazy.
to me. This is
Very
it right
tough.
here. This is the toughest one.
What makes it easy for me is I hate Baltimore, so coin
Yeah.
flip in this
Yeah,
case,
it's like picking against
situation.
the Eagles
I'm
for
always
me.
going to pick against Baltimore,
Yeah.
so I'm taking KC.
Yeah, it hurt me to pick the Eagles earlier. The Buccaneers just keep losing too many pieces.
And you're picking.
But this one, I'm picking Baltimore
Yeah. Okay. So
because Baltimore's 1-2, but they've played excellent football all 3 weeks. And
I agree with that.
I-
And honestly, I think KC too.
And
I think they played there's been
defensively, KC has played excellent football all 3 weeks. Offensively,
they had
played,
to figure it out.
They've played like a half of good football offensively.
A little more than that, but
I
I
don't
agree.
agree.
But they're figuring it out.
Um,
They're basically going back to what they were doing last year.
and
to get by.
and,
they
it's
get their
funny,
pieces back.
and it's funny because we talked about this a little bit earlier. To me, the thing that they have figured out is Tyquan Thornton. I'm serious.
It might be right.
I'm serious. It's not so.
He's what they wanted Xavier Worthy
He's
to be.
what they wanted MVS to be. He's what they wanted the guy whose name I can't remember to be. And the guy caught a touchdown-winning catch against the 49ers in the second matchup that they had. And I cannot remember his name right now.
I knew exactly who it is.
Yes, we both know exactly who it is, but he's nameless. Somebody help us. Somebody's listening,
He
right?
went somewhere else and came back to
Not
KC.
MVS, but the other guy who used to run deep all the time for the.
They drafted him. And he was there for anyway.
They drafted him.
We gotta
They
move on.
traded him. They
Yeah.
got him. They traded him to get him back.
Yeah.
It's killing me.
next up, Bears.
Coleman,
Bears.
Hardman.
Hardman.
Okay.
Mecole Hardman.
Mecole Hardman,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry. Tyquan Thornton does those things that Mecole Hardman and MVS did where he runs deep, and he's and he gets free, and Mahomes just barely misses him. You know,
I got you.
or MVS drops it. So he's that guy now, and he's been making some of those plays, which is how anybody knows who his name is. But he also runs other routes. This is a guy that was originally
that's Xavier Worthy role.
If I remember,
Xavier Worthy, that's his role. That's what
no,
they envisioned him to be.
He doesn't catch any of the.
He did in the playoffs. In the playoffs, he was catching that short stuff.
He doesn't do any of the line of scrimmage stuff. he's a chunk yardage player.
Like there were games last
Tyquan
year that
Thornton.
I disagree with.
I'm
you.
talking about Thornton.
All right. We got to move on, man.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
let's
this
move
guy,
on.
he's getting tired.
Well, I'm tired.
He's got to get home.
I
and
got to
get
work
his-
early, man.
I started my day
kid's
in
got to
another.
be at soccer at 7:30.
Uh-huh.
I'm just tired.
I'm getting up at 5 in the morning. When are you getting up?
Why are you getting up at 5 in the morning to go yard sailing?
No, I've got stuff to do, man.
What do you got to do at 5 in the
I've got
morning?
to work early, and I've got 2 girls to get
You
to
don't.
school.
You don't go to work at 5 in the morning.
No.
Tomorrow's Saturday. There's no school.
Oh, tomorrow is Saturday. Oh, cool. I get to at 5:30. Yes. 5:40. Yes. All right. You just bought me another half hour. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I forgot what day it was.
Wow.
That's kind of funny.
All
That
right,
happens
where
to
we
all of
at?
us.
Don't you, I thought you work at like 10.
8:30 a lot of days. Well, some days.
okay.
So the lucky days. I love 8:30
You
shifts.
get up and get in your hyperbaric chamber.
Well, I'm tired.
I'm done.
Hey, he's jet lagged. Though. That's understandable. He's
I'm
jet
tired.
lagged.
And started my day hell early.
Yeah. No, he's
All right.
on different time. He's on East Coast time right now, right?
Yeah, some pretty close.
You started
It's
with
like-
you
they're like
started in
2 hours.
Pennsylvania today, right?
No, I started Minnesota.
Central time.
Yes,
2
2 hours. 2 hours. Yeah.
Minnesota's beautiful. by the way.
I know.
That place is amazing. Anyway,
Bears and Raiders. I'm picking Bears.
There's
yeah, we're all picking the Bears.
Yeah.
This is to me the fantasy bonanza game. Of
It
the
could
week.
be.
I
I
think
can
it
see
is. I think it is
If
because the
Vegas
way
can
that
get off
the way
their
that
ass.
the Raiders have been willing to like sling the ball around, they just got to get some of their other guys involved. Like it's really nice that Trey Tucker has been balling the last couple of weeks. And I think that they're going to get Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers more involved. And as Ashton Janty starts to help the offense keep on track and scoring, I think they're going to score more points. So I like the Raiders' offense. I don't like either of these defenses. I think this is going to be the highest scoring game of the week.
all right. Stack it up in the DFS.
Packers
That's what I'm
at
doing.
Cowboys.
Packers.
Do we have to?
Packers. Did I pick Packers? I did.
Who
pick
you
Packers.
taking, Ray?
-7. It's Packers. I'm taking Packers.
Oh, man.
Taking
So
Packers.
here, you know what I will say is that the Madden simulation has been correct on the Cowboys all 3 weeks, and it predicts the Cowboys to beat the Packers 38-24.
Let's make that the hat bet.
Too late. So I'm honor bound.
All right. What's next?
Jets and Miami Dolphins.
Give me the
Dolphins.
I'm going Dolphins too.
Jets.
Yeah.
Jets. Jets.
And for the record, I'm going Dolphins because I got a fantasy
You're so
player on that team.
invested.
Dude, Justin Fields impressed me week 1.
And then the last game,
He's a Steelers
Bengals and Broncos.
Denver.
Yeah, Broncos.
Yep, that's where I'm at too.
Yeah, so like earlier we had a guy talk about trading Chase Brown away. Trade that guy.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I- like
for
I
whatever
said-
value you can get.
I said I was interested in buying Jamar Chase. I am just as uninterested in Chase Brown. Because like you can be on a team who doesn't win and be a number 1 wide receiver.
Yes.
It is very, very difficult to be on a team that doesn't win and be a number 1 running back.
No, sir. Run away.
We got all the way to the end. It's only 10:15.
Only.
How old are we?
Dude.
Here, let me. You know what?
Old
Okay,
enough.
hold on. So as we got to the end, right? And we're talking about energy right now.
Well, no, it's bedtime. But
It shouldn't be.
what time you got to wake up tomorrow? We got
It
Gotta
should.
get that 6 to 7 hours sleep.
You know, it
man.
doesn't matter. I always wake up at the same freaking time. You know,
Do,
so it's
do you
like,
guys track how much protein you take in every day?
No.
You have any idea?
No.
No idea at all.
I know I always lean towards protein. Though.
I have a pretty good idea what my diet consists of. So I mean, if you told me, I could guess. But
If we're gonna start talking about protein, I'm gonna kill the
yeah,
stream.
yeah, yeah, kill it, kill it, kill it,
All right, so you guys,
kill it. It's time to
we'll
move on.
see you